What is up, everybody? We are live, and today we've got Joshua. It's good. Oh, Marcus is here. Fantastic. Marcus is here.
Up and early.
Yeah, Xavier has said hello. All the best for your live stream. We'll watch the replay tomorrow. Have to rest early tomorrow because school is starting. Yes, you have to prioritize school. Xavier is going Sec 3 next year. I hope you guys can hear us. I think the volume is just nice. Let us know if the volume's okay. If not, we will adjust accordingly. But with that, welcome guys. Welcome. Riyad is here. Riyad, thank you for tuning in.
Wishing all those who are starting school again tomorrow a very productive school year ahead. All the best.
Yeah, it's gonna be hopefully it will be a fruitful year for you guys. It's gonna be a busy year, I would imagine. But wow, there's 13 people here. Okay, so I will be honest with you guys because I was doing some editing. Josh was busy. I was doing a lot of editing today. This show is gonna be a bit more unstructured, but definitely we will open up to the community to join on and then talk about our agendas today, right? So the agendas, I think, is just going to be quite straightforward, right? Today's agendas is going to be, as you guys can see from the thumbnail, right, it's going to be Singapore versus Malaysia. What our thoughts, right, in Bukit Jalil. And with that, before we move to that, maybe we can talk a little bit about the Vietnam game, right?
Yeah,
and then the Vietnam game, I'm sure most of you already watched the live vlog. Some of you were there. Riyad was there, part of the Singapore Brigade. Marcus was there. We saw him for the first time. Bro, so good. Nice to see you and your father. Finally, it was an honor. Ryan Tune is here. Welcome, Ryan Tune.
Tuning in as always.
Tuning in
stealing a line for a bit.
Yes, of course, we have to always steal that line, right? And then PP Spartan, thank you so much. Happy New Year, guys. Happy New Year to you and your family. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm sure, at PP Spartan, yeah, I said I hated Gen Kwa. Yeah, I'm a Kwa's. I did say in the chat before, but if you guys didn't know, based on the latest YouTube video on the goal difference, you know that I'm part of the Kwa family. Yes, my grandfather is Kwa Kim Lai, and yeah, it was just a family affair. Yesterday we had a wedding, so I quickly pulled them one corner. Wow. Okay, we got Haliza here. Hello, thanks very much for tuning in. Okay, someone just joined the goal difference. Oh, Ayman. Hi, daddies. Patrice Ninja, Danish, thanks for tuning in. Hi, guys. Do you know that? Were you in the live stream? Remember Patrice said he was at Japan
for tournament,
so he got silver in the end. Unfortunately, didn't get the gold. Yeah, but still, it's a good accomplishment. Under 16, if I'm not under 15, for the tournament, representing Singapore. Fantastic. All right. So first of all, let's just wish everyone Happy New Year. I mean, everyone in the chat, maybe this is like a church, but everyone can wish each other Happy New Year. It's a community that we're growing. Thank you so much for the overwhelming response. Thank you so much for the love and support. And yeah, without further ado, we'll definitely talk more with you guys later. But this is just the usual start of the show. As I said, I'm not really too prepared for this show. We didn't prepare any slides, but I think today we can just go like a very chill forum, like open discussion. I'll share the link later in the Telegram chat. So if you guys want to come on the show, you can come on as well. All right, so Singapore versus Vietnam. Was it a miracle at JBS? I will do some typing here and there, but Josh, take it away. What are your thoughts about the game?
I mean, miracle, yeah, perhaps you could say so, given that a lot of people were thinking that Singapore are going to be defeated quite heavily, including yourself. But of course, it turned out, Singapore did put in a very, very good shift, as poor as Vietnam were, and to hold them for a 0-0 draw is a very, very good result, and that leaves us with needing just 1 point from tomorrow.
Yeah, and then the statistics, if I'm not wrong with that, I can pull it up right now. It'll take a while, but the statistics, we weren't really, we defended for our lives, right? We had they had 77 possession of the ball. They passed, they had like 500 over passes. We only had like 100 plus. And yeah, I think the defense was Irfan Fandi, right? You highly pointed out that Irfan Fandi was like our man of the match, which is, what a player he is, man.
Yeah, I think what the best part that we can take away is that they don't really have many clear chances. They were mostly limited from shots from distance, which a couple of which did really threaten our goal. One which was saved by Hassan, one hit the post at the end, right? But other than that, I think Singapore were relatively comfortable for most of the game and very deserved result at the end.
Yeah, it's just a matter of like how we can withstand the pressure. So for those people who have watched the vlogs, what Joshua and I are saying, we are just repeating most of what we're saying in the vlog. So if you feel free to watch the vlog, if you've not watched it yet, there's some content you guys can go and have a look. It's a 1 hour long vlog. Let me know. Actually, I've got some feedback as well, whether I should get it a bit shorter, whether I should do it long. But I just felt like doing it long, and I put the timestamps easy for you to, gauge which part of the show you want to watch. Because the vlogs also, sometimes you may not be interested in the intro, maybe certain parts, Oh, wow, we have Zayden here. Hello, everyone. Hello, Zayden. Thanks for tuning in. And what's up? Yep, so we've got True Gunner. Thank you so much for tuning in, True Gunner. straight from Essex. He's still tuning into a Singapore stream, man. Fantastic. I love to see it. Thanks, Josh, for tuning in. So Sal said a tribute to the 12 men against Vietnam. We were freaking loud and that made the boys defend to the max. Yeah, if you guys watch the latest vlog, you can see how loud the boys were. How loud the fans were. Sal, Singer Brigade, even the grandstand. We did have a chat after the game, the post match, right? Sal, Zach, Josh, myself, Michael, all these people. We all talking about how the influence of the game for the fans. It was freaking loud. 88 minutes, and you guys were still chanting your hearts out. It was fantastic. Anyway, Ayman, were you at the game? I don't think Ayman was there. Were you? I would imagine you posted on your social media, but I didn't see, right? So Murph is here. Hi, Murph. Thanks for tuning in. Justin said yes. Hello. Are you in Malaysia? No, I'm not in Malaysia yet. I'm still in Singapore. Tomorrow I'm flying off. Looking forward to discuss with the great Joshi. All right, man. The great Joshi. Yes. So SG game with Vietnam was awesome. Yep, and please clean up the stand after the game. Let's follow the Japanese way. Yes. For responded with those 3 chances. Yeah, grandstand. It boils down to a point as well. Maybe you need a bit more of clear, bit more direction for the fans, and I think it will be an even more fantastic atmosphere. All right, so what's this? Flying on what airline? Out Asia. But yeah, I think let's just put it that way. Yeah, you weren't there, right? Unfortunately, you weren't there. Okay, so let's move on. As I said, so today's show will be a bit more unstructured, right? We will just give our thoughts about our upcoming Causeway Derby points. Maybe we talk about a little. Now we're talking about Vietnam, and then maybe we can look at about 30 or 45 minutes into the show. We can have like an open discussion. I'll share the link in the Telegram chat. You guys feel free to come and join on the show, right? And we can have a discussion. All right, so for Malaysia, Singapore. Okay, so as I said, we've really repeated of some of our points here and there. And let me address something first. We've reached 454 subscribers. So with that, thank you very much. We appreciate it. We are on our road to 500 subscriptions. The love has been crazy. Telegram chat, there's 126 members?
Yeah, about there, I think.
Damn. And that was I think like 2 days ago, it was only like 80 something. So we grew by 40 members. So it's quite
sudden influx of people.
Sudden influx of people.
Couple of days.
Yes. Sudden influx of people. It's good to see that. And wait, before we move on, let me see whether I can do this. Hold on, give me a minute. Derby. Good. Analytics. Okay. Again, I apologize. We are a bit not so smooth today, the show, because I was busy preparing the other content and whatnot. All right. So also one more thing, I prepared this show forgetting that I forgot there was a Group A match right now. So I don't blame people for not tuning into the stream because maybe they're watching the Group A matches, right? And also tomorrow is the start of the school calendar year, so that's why people like the younger crowd maybe need to sleep early to prepare for school.
Zayden is here.
Zayden, why are you not preparing for school, mate? You're what, primary 4 next year? Correct me if I'm wrong. Please go and have an early rest. You're going to meet. I don't know whether, do they still do like primary 1, primary 2, same, like last time, our time, then primary 3, primary 4 changed, primary 5, primary 6, or do you think we don't know, right? We're so outdated.
Not too sure.
Not too sure.
Yeah. Depends on the school. So.
Yeah. So you see, good to see the community. You guys, we guys know each other. Yeah. So Sal and Murph said that joining Sal's called to be model fans to clear out the stats, especially for my fellow Singer Brigade comrades here. Yeah, I think it's good to set a good example. Oh, he knows school. Wow, so lucky as you. Yeah, it's true. Let's be good model citizens and make sure that we do our part, and then we can emulate and we can be that kind of contagious kind of effect to the rest of the fans, casual fans, right?
Yeah, I mean, there was a group of young people in front of us helping to clear.
Yeah.
But I think what was a bit annoying was that they were jumping on the thing and just deflating it. So
what's it called? The puff. The puff.
Give some people like a bit of shock.
Yeah. So Joshua was saying about those pom-poms or whatever you call it, right? The air inflatable pom-poms. We were like, yes, we give credit because they were clearing it up, but then because they wanted to deflate it, right, they were just like stepping on it, and it caused like those explosion noises, which was quite frightening at times.
Yeah.
All right, so let us know in the comments below. Do you think it was a miracle at JBS, or do you think it's more? Okay, so maybe let's put on this. Do you guys think that it was more of a Vietnam bad day for them at the office, or do you think Singapore managed to capitalize, or do you guys think that Singapore played way better than expected, and we held Vietnam to a very good draw? I believe that Vietnam had a bad day, but also the boys played well, but we were very compact in the defense. Maybe, of course, assuming that you guys have not watched the finer details of the vlogs, right? We both mentioned that the midfield was fantastic for Singapore. I think we were a bit more composed, and we were more structured at the back.
tactics really spot on. His subs as well. His subs are spot on. The timing of it, the personnel, I thought were excellent.
So Ilhan went off, Faris Ramli went off at the same time for Song and Shawa. And then like 66 minutes, if I'm not wrong. Zulfahmi, Anu, and Van Huysen,
Nazrul came on for him.
Yeah, so I think the kind of influx of energy and the tactics play was very good against Vietnam. But then also Vietnam also was putting in a bit more of the they were resting a lot of their key players, right? Yes. And then second half, that's when they started to implement more. I mean, get on more of the stars like Kwang Ho. If I'm not wrong, is the Pau FC winger, right? And their strikers also came on. I can't remember his name, but that's like their first teamers coming on. And you can see, I think the quality was quite clear, right? When like 60th minute on, you can see like Vietnam became more comfortable on the ball, and we defended for our lives for like the last 15 minutes.
Got away with some scares, but overall, I thought Singapore really good.
Yep. Yeah, Quang Hai. Vietnam still got Quang Hai. Yeah, Quang Hai. Did Quang Hai start? I don't think he started, right?
Quang Hai is the Pau FC guy.
No, but he came on halftime, right?
Halftime.
Yeah, he came on halftime, right? Yeah. So okay. Actually, this is a very So wait, I've let myself Google just because I felt still earlier. So all right. Before we move on, let's address this comment. Mighty King, you've always been supporting the channel. Thank you very much. Oh, by the way, for the people that are tuning in, please help me like, comment, subscribe to the goal difference. There's almost 30 of you guys here. That's fantastic. Support's been good. One more thing, I just want to say that there's going to be a special giveaway. If the numbers are even better, I was supposed to give away one jersey the previous time, but I think we may possibly give away two. So just stay tuned for it. There'll be some nice jerseys / hoodies that to be given away. All right. So let's address this comment because I saw an article by one of the Singapore media outlets. They said that, do you think Irfan Fandi, there was a question that Irfan Fandi could be starting up at attack. What are your thoughts about this?
I think the question would be who will be starting in defense then.
Yeah, I think that's more crucial right at the back. Yep.
So I think, he started in the center of the back three and he was the best player the whole game, whether Singapore or Vietnam. So definitely defense for me.
Of course, I think he was easily the man of the match for us against Vietnam, right? And he's if you guys seen the first 11, there was an Instagram post that AFF issued out, right? Our most valuable players in each position. Irfan Fandi represented Singapore, so that's very good to see. So let's see. Just to let you guys know, we are going to have a transition. Many of our players are mostly above 30. Yep. So exactly your point. I think in our previous stream we did mention, right, that Singapore's average age is the highest.
Yeah.
Right, and then it's good and bad, now we have the experience, so it can maybe under pressure we will withstand the kind of the outer football, Bukit Jalil. I think you put in the youngsters there, it's going to be quite a terrifying experience. But you got Haris Harun who's played in JDT, so I'm sure that there's this kind of experience to rally around the leaders.
Yeah, I mean, if you look at the spine, you really see a few of these young guns coming up. Irfan in recent years, and Irfan, you have Iksan and Ilhan now. And then also Raihan and Shah are having a really, really good tournament. So we're starting to see some of these players who could really cement themselves in the first 11. Unless, of course, they are move out of position. Maybe Raihan at right wing, Shah at centre back.
I mean,
hopefully not.
Really, hopefully not. But transitional, the transitional players are there, like Raihan, Shah, Shahiran. But maybe we could say more. But with that being said, that we had this discussion at the preview, two of us, right? So who do we want to replace? Like maybe Gabriel Kwak, not coming in. Who else or not? Joel Chu, maybe. But there was not much of a direct replacement because the team that Nishigaya picked, I don't have much qualms over it. I think it was a very good 23-man squad, full of diverse. He diversified the team. All right, so Kel said, thanks so much for tuning in, Kel. Good result for Singapore, especially the last 10 minutes of the match. We defended quite well. We defended really well, but the pressure for the last 20 minutes, right, it was nerve-wracking, to say the least. My God, I was in the stands. I was just like, oh my God. You know what? So Sel said that Zayden said, give me the jersey. Maybe I'll plan a short quiz for you guys. Is it better than the jersey of my recent post? No way, man. No way. So Sel actually just not posted on Instagram, right? He's got like he posted on the Telegram chat. They has a Singapore vintage blue Singapore jersey. It's like the 90s one. It's really, really nice. Open discussion later. We can discuss about who can replace each position. Yep, you're absolutely right. We can discuss that. So again, there's more people tuning in. Thank you very much for tuning in. Please help me please help us comment, subscribe to the goal difference. Today's show is going to be a bit unorthodox. It's going to be just us, rambling on a bit, just an open discussion for everyone. I did not really prepare any slides. So I will try and free roam this live stream. Yeah. So Murph said, Farhan Zulkifli is the first name I think of when I think of the future of Lions. What other players do you think could be the future?
I mean, there's a few, like at left back, we have Noah Adam as well, who had a breakthrough 2 seasons ago. Last season, you could say is a bit disappointing.
He slowed down. Yeah.
But for me, I really like Joe Chu. I think technically he's very, very gifted. Then you have players like Ong Yuan, Shah, of course, already establishing himself.
Tampines trio, man. My God.
Tampines trio.
Yeah, Tampines trio.
Nicky Melvin Singh, maybe.
I mean,
he's been Albrechts for a while. So hopefully he
just got resigned. Yeah, he just got resigned. They announced it like 2 days ago, if I'm not wrong. So Nicky Melvin Singh. All right. Oh wow! Look at who's Ian. Undecided Chan is finally back into the stream. Thanks, Ian, for tuning in.
I mean, Glenn Quay is a player that has been named quite a lot.
Yeah.
Potential striker.
Is he signed to a club, or is he still just based on Young Lions only?
I think might still be Young Lions. Haven't confirmed signed by anyone yet. There may be some rumors going around.
Yeah. I think that would be another potential signing for a young signing for a future team, right? And then also there's some breaking news, right? Today's reports. Joshua didn't know about this, but before the stream. Gabriel Kua is going to Hougang. That is like quite a shocker. I thought he was going to Tampines, but I think Hougang has. Do you think it's a perfect replacement for Shawan at Hougang?
I would say perfect, but it's a very, very good replacement for sure. Very established Singapore international who has played overseas. So I think may give. I mean, he's a different player to Shawal. He's less quick, but his left footer, he can cut in, he can score.
Yes.
Great finisher as well.
Yes. Also, Sal said going quick to Tampines. So, what the crap? So now Tampines is got full of young stars, man. It's going to be a sight to be reckoned with. Glenn Quay is one of a kind. Yep. Glenn Quay, George for the future. Yes. Rian was in the VIP section, if I'm not wrong, the Vietnam game. So that's quite interesting. All right, so let's move on to our next topic, which is I already said thanks everyone for subscribing to the page. We really appreciate it. Road to 500. You can share to the page to your friends, your family. Maybe not today's stream. Today's stream is a bit more chill, not like a show. Basically our aim is to make like all the live streams be a bit more professional showing, but today is not so prepared. But lads, there's 41 people tuning in. Thank you very much. I really do appreciate it. Cheers, lads. 1-for-1 replacement will love both at Hougang though. Okay, yeah, fam. I knew Gabby would join. I think he would do all right there. Tampines Rovers of Ajax. Yeah, I think so, man. The young talent that they have there. Okay, so let's move on to our next topic, which is Malaysia versus Singapore, the Causeway Derby. Right, I don't know if you guys can hear my keyboard. I think you guys probably can. Causeway Derby. All right, Causeway Derby it is. What are your thoughts going into this game? Let me give my point of view. We only need a draw to progress through the semi-finals. And please Singapore, I just want, even if we're going to get, again, a bit pessimistic and negativity on my side. Even if we make it through, I don't think we're going to get past the semi-finals. But, it's still something that the Singapore, our whole country can rally upon, and maybe I can have a good time at the National Stadium. The fanfare will be electric, I would imagine, because Singapore has done us proud if we qualify through the knockout stages. With that, Joshua, what are your thoughts about Singapore's chances qualifying to the next round?
Yeah, I mean, being in the top 4 is definitely much better than being better in the bottom 6. Everyone remembers the top 4, but no one remembers the bottom 6. So, I mean, hopefully, the goal is just not to lose. So do whatever you can, just don't lose. I mean, you can go out, attack, try and get the win, but you can also sit back and just don't concede, because if you don't concede, you don't lose.
Yep. It's just, and that's what we were saying in the vlog, right? About having that kind of try and tested strategy that Nishikaya deployed against Vietnam, and it worked, right? So I think now the Singapore national team can have confidence, right, to go. Nishikaya can tell his players, see, we did it against Vietnam, right? Let's do it in Malaysia. Yes, in a hostile environment, but if we just keep it compact, our midfield compose themselves, they can kind of stack the box a bit. We can play very compact defense against a Malaysian side that's going to be guns blazing from the first minute.
Yeah, I mean, Malaysia at 0-0 against Vietnam, they actually had very, very good chances to score and were denied by Vietnam's keeper. So we have to be careful of their attack and not be too gung-ho about it. Keep the discipline, try to limit their chances, and hopefully we can get some goals, whether it's counter-attack. But you look at set pieces. I know the vlog, you were saying something like Singapore as set piece FC. A lot of that threat is gone. Like, you think about it, Safwan is out, Ilhan is out, Iksan is out. Who's the threat from set pieces now?
Irfan.
It's mainly Irfan. Other than that, there's
who else? No much.
You could say Song maybe, but not that much.
Yeah,
not that much. So
yep.
set pieces may be a bit tougher for Singapore in this game.
Yes, that most definitely, right? Okay, so there's so many comments now. Oh my, I'm so sorry if I missed out. Wait, Malaysia, I'm not in Malaysia yet. I'm still in Singapore. Tomorrow I'm flying up. Just stay tuned for the vlog. Hopefully I'll come back in one piece, not
Hopefully
in
the
pieces.
flight is not delayed.
Hopefully. Or I hope I don't even miss my flight. I think that's going to be a cracker. I mean, it's going to be terrible for me. But yeah, let's see. I'm so sorry if I do miss your comment. I didn't know there's so many comments coming in. Holy cow. Thanks everyone for tuning in. Let's address some comments now. Murph said, I keep forgetting Taufik is not young already. Taufik's what, 28?
Yeah.
27, 28, yeah. Your squad is old. Yes, our squad is old. We are the oldest squad in the whole of the AFF, which is pros and cons, right? Pro is that we are the most experienced, and I mean we have members who are the most experienced, but bad is that for future editions, maybe we not fielding in too many youngsters will be detrimental in the future, right? Like what we said just now, transitional players. There may not be enough transitional players for the future editions of the Mitsubishi Cup, if it's still called Mitsubishi Cup.
Honda Cup.
Honda Cup, Hyundai Cup, what are the Japanese car manufacturers? Suzuki, Toyota Cup. I think Toyota is like the biggest budget, right? Honda and Toyota. Anyways, I'm surprised that Gilchrist is not in this tournament. He was superior in the match against Dortmund. I think by the time before Dortmund, they already settled the team. That's what I would imagine. So yeah, but Dortmund, he had a very good showing. Let's see, must win for bragging rights. Of course, man, kick off. I'll be there. So hopefully, I mean, I think if we do win, right?
I think even if we draw, we get the bragging rights because we qualify.
Yeah, but bro, if we win, then I'm quite fearful, to be honest. But okay, so Luca said,
come on, you can do some pitch invasion and whatnot.
Oh no, Luca, big up. Thank you so much. Predominantly Premier League content, so do check him out. Your tiny island will keep dreaming to be in a World Cup. All right, so we have Puka Habi Singapore tomorrow. All right, thanks for commenting. I appreciate you tuning in. When do you guys start following local football? The tail end of last season. Okay, so Gunnar 2006, thanks for always tuning in. For me, yes, I did started following only like halfway through last season. But for Josh, intently, I don't know. Josh, you can answer this question.
I mean, I don't really support a local club per se, but I've been watching a national team since I was in like primary school. Supporting, wouldn't say I'm a very, very hardcore fan with a lot of knowledge, but enough to get by, and definitely do support the national team.
Yeah, definitely enough to get by. More than me for sure. I've just come in. I'm more of like the recent wave of fans because of actually heavily influenced by the last year's Suzuki Cup edition. And that was in even our previous live stream, right? We did address it saying that was like the origins of the goal difference. Joshua and I were like, hey, actually we should talk more about football, and we let it like fester in our minds. And then in June, I was like, okay, let's do this show, and so far, we are very thankful for the support, and that's the origins. So this year I started watching more. We need to attract more fans, and this whole initiative for the goal difference, I say in the Telegram chat earlier on, is to try and get more casuals into the game, right? You guys are, we are like the hardcore fans, which we really appreciate it, and we love talking about football. But I'm trying to gather the casuals to come in, and then get more fans in the stadiums. That'll be.
I mean, it's really good. I think there's a lot of people our age and younger who have recently also started following local football more, which is really, really good.
Yeah, we love to see that. Not bragging rights. Singapore's been an experienced team. He has to qualify for the sake of people will be judging him. Yeah, so but we did address this in the previous show that to be fair to Nishigai, he took over on April 25th, if I'm not wrong. So maybe the lack of time for him to adjust, and he's also it seems to me like he looks like a defensive kind of coach. So maybe the way he plays is not beautiful football, but we qualify with ugly football. I wouldn't complain.
I mean, I think when he first started, he did try to play some attacking football. Like you look even at the Maldives friendly, you look at the first game against Myanmar when they tried to attack, but I mean that didn't turn out
too well.
Defensively.
Haris Harun lost the ball in the middle, and
I mean, they did get the goals and whatnot, but defensively, Singapore really, really looked shaky in those games and could have considered a lot more. So I think he sort of realized that, why not we just get the results now? Perhaps it will take time to build that kind of attacking football he wants to play, and maybe even the personnel he wishes he had, like Iksan, like Ilhan, like Taufik, who misses out through personal reasons and all this. So I mean, he's just doing what he can with the personnel that he has right now and playing to their strengths.
Yeah. I think you know what, Josh, you perfectly segue me to our next point. Actually, I wanted to say this later on, but let's do it now since Sal also has alluded to it. Right. I hope you guys can see this. Okay, let's see whether All right, so today's press conference, right? Some of you were saying that in the chat that the Korean Malaysian coach came out saying that Singapore plays very ugly, plays to defend. We are not, we are playing very detrimental kind of style of football, right? But like to your point, I just want to add on to your point, right, Josh? Like Nishigaya, to defend him, like he's only 6 months, now it's 8 months to the job. If he doesn't do well this tournament, he's going to be on the hot seat, right? So I would imagine him just playing like what you say, just get the results, right? Don't. Yes, he was experimenting around, play a bit more attacking style football against Myanmar and whatnot, but it's clearly not working out. And look at what so far against Laos, it was a bit disappointing, but we did manage to get a victory. Against Vietnam, we did not win. We had a draw, but we played ugly football and we got the result. So it seems like we are playing to our strengths a bit, right? So I feel like just have to ignore the noise a bit and just play our style of football and get the results first so that he can secure his job.
I mean, it's just classic mind games. Like you say this kind of thing, you want your opponent to come and attack you.
Yeah.
And then when they attack you, it plays into your hands where you can, utilize the spaces that they leave behind.
Yeah.
So it's just mind games. And, a friend of ours shared a quote by a famous Scotsman in the chat.
Yeah.
That attack wins you games and defense wins you titles, which is absolutely true. I can speak. So as a Liverpool fan, 2013, 2014, when we almost won the league, we were scoring 6-7 goals a game, but our defense couldn't hold out. So I think tomorrow is really about the result more than anything.
Yeah.
I'm sure, some people won't be happy with a 0-0, but a 0-0 gets us into the semi-final. So that's all that matters.
To me, a 0-0 or 1-1 or 2-1, 3-1, 6-1, whatever, a draw is a success, man. Bukit Jalil is what? I think right now they put 40,000 people confirmed going for the game. So it's not going to be the full 80,000 seater stadium, but 40,000 is also no slouching, no number to slouch at, right? Yeah. It's going to be a feisty affair. I'll be there to witness it live, which is going to be a very interesting experience. I'll be doing a vlog, so let's see how that goes. Yeah, so let's continue with this. I'll just talk about the main pointers of this article. So Kim Pan-gon, right, the Malaysian coach, he did say that Singapore is a team that plays to defend. Nishigaya defended that, that they will aim to play aggressively. So it's like a back and forth, mind games going on. But like, what's your point? Logically, all we need is a draw, right? So obviously there's mind games going on, but on the field, right, it's going to be quite clear, right? We're going to just not say park the bus, but we're just going to play a bit more, try and keep possession, play our game and just defend. Yeah. And it's worked out well. Vietnam, look at the Vietnam game. A bit nervy, I would say, at times, but we did really hold off. Hassan Sani had three or four good saves. That we need a good performance from Irfan, Haris Harun, and Hassan Sani. Those three need to have a good performance. If one of them slack off a bit, I think it's going to be quite a tough affair to get a result. Yeah. So the article says that they talk about how we won. Singapore won the previous matchup, a friendly, right? If I'm not wrong, March, right? In March, yeah. So then they talk about, the coach says that we contradict Singapore's game plan, if you can read here, contradicted the tactical approach of his side. So, he's saying all these good things, like Malaysia is trying to adopt a new brand of football, especially also Malaysia don't have their full national team, right? If you guys didn't know, JDT did not release their players to the AFF, so quite a few of their strong players are not around. You could say that this team is a bit, Malaysia's team is like, there are few experienced players, but it's mostly relatively untested players in the international ground, right? So international stage, I'm sorry. So you see, this is just a build-up for tomorrow's feisty Causeway derby. Bukit Jalil, going to be intense. And I think in the chat, in our Telegram chat, it was pointed out that Kim Pan-gon has the tactical, it's like he has the advantage going into this game. But Singapore, we just have to play, I think just as I said earlier on, ignore the noise, play our game, be comfortable. Right, and if you've seen our newest video, right, my grandfather, Singapore footballing icons, Kwa Kim Song and Kwa Kilam, they gave just a short few words of encouragement, right? Just have to don't be scared, right? Just play our game, be proud, give your 100%. I think that's all we're looking for. Yeah. Okay, so I will close this article for now. I'm imagining there's a lot of comments that we haven't addressed yet. Let's see. So we'll catch up with some comments. What time is it now? All right. So maybe we'll do our open discussion soon, right? Okay, so for me, we have the chance to go semi-finals, but no fear with them. Yes, you're absolutely right? You have to go in thinking this game that it's like, we have to manifest the result in our heads, right? We cannot go in and say like, we're going to lose. Then you see, like me, I'm guilty of that, right? In the Vietnam game, the preview, both previews before and also like the preview right before the Vietnam game, I told Josh, I said we're gonna kind of hammer 7-0, maybe 5-0, 4-0. We're gonna get hammered, right? And that's the negative mindset that many fans had. Right? Not only me, many of our fans also had that mindset, right? But kudos to Josh, man. You got to have that optimism, right? The optimism to have faith in the Singapore. You know, even though the signs are not good for us, have optimism and look at what happened. Your faith prevailed, right?
Of course.
I'm hyping you up, like, you know, like, don't listen to me. Basically, I'm saying, right, listen to Josh more, don't listen to me. But then again, I'm rambling on the most.
Yeah,
but,
I mean, the positive is that we have it in our hands.
Yeah.
It's all in our hands, and you love to have that. So
yeah, I think that's the most important thing. Like, you know, Vietnam, we got the result, and like what Joshua is alluding to, right? The fact that we have to go into Bukit Jalil not expecting a win. I think okay, let's have this short discussion. If we were going in there expect we need a win, right? I don't know. I think it will be really, really difficult. Like
pressure is on. I mean, it's still on, but it will be even more elevated if that was the case. So, I mean,
because
of course, you don't go in so negative. You go in wanting to get a result, but of course, you know that, you know, if it comes to the 80th minute, things are still level. You know, you just need that draw and try and hold up.
Yeah, it doesn't have that pressure like, oh, we still need to get a goal here or not. You're going to get knocked out, you know. So, and I don't want to say alleviate. I keep saying alleviate in the previous vlog, but okay. It alleviates pressure. It lightens the pressure for the forwards. You see, that's why George is here, my co-host, right? It lightens the pressure for the forwards as well. Because I think forwards, right, in my opinion, when the pressure is on, when they need to score goals, that's when they kind of falter more, right? When they don't have so much pressure on their shoulders, right, then they can play more of their style of football, you know. It's very pressuring to play as a strike. I mean, as a footballer, right?
Or the pressure of a Chelsea number 9 shirt.
Exactly. A Chelsea number 9 is pressure that nobody wants. And it's a recurring trend, right? It's a curse. Chelsea number 9 curse, right? Striker curse. Anyway, your MF all O players, your midfielder. Yeah, it's true. It's a fact. Thanks for commenting. Yes. Right? Your O, double O. I don't know. Are you a Malaysian? If you're a Malaysian, good luck to you. I mean, good luck to both nations, right? It's going to be a feisty affair there. Yeah, our midfielders are O player. You're right, absolutely right. Shalan Sulaiman, Zufami. Zufami's what, 29? 30?
It's
close. Yeah, but Shadan is old. Shadan is what, 33, 34.
The positive is Shah Shahiran.
Yeah, Shah Shahiran. 25.
Yeah.
25 or not, yeah, Shah Shahiran. We got Joshua Pereira on the bench, waiting, biding
Shah
his
is
time.
Younger than
Shah Shahiran is younger?
Much younger, yeah.
22?
23,
yeah. So we got Joshua Pereira on the way in on the bench. He's ready anytime, man. If you guys see Geylang International, you know, they just troll him a little, but yeah, you know, he's a big part of the show. Thank you so much, Josh, and good luck to you. I know you're in Malaysia already. I don't know where you're going to tune into this show, but big up to all the Lions. Singapore will win. Thank you, Luca. Appreciate the support from UK himself, right? Even we got some brothers from the UK saying that Singapore will win. Sailor Fan Talk said, yes, we have so much to learn from you guys who are regulars. All right, so some banter going on. Your goalkeeper, excuse me, this is false. Goalkeeper's not 40 yet, so it's still 38. Hassan Sani, our Superman. Keep in mind, we keep the Viets at bay, then we keep doing the same towards Malaysia. Yeah, I think Aiman, we said it earlier, both of us, Joshua and I said that, you know, we Nishigai had the correct tactics, the strategy, and look at so far, Singapore can go into Bukit Jalil confident with the defensive.
Well, I mean, Malaysia played about an hour against 10-man Vietnam and couldn't get the win, so I don't think we can get a result in Malaysia.
Yeah, I think we do possibly can get a result. This is Nishigai's moment to prove himself. Yes, in a very hostile environment, this is where his coaching and tactical prowess will come into play. Most definitely. Luke, thanks for tuning in. With that, is that an emoji or like how do you do that face of comment? I'm not too sure.
I've copied paste or done it manually. I don't know.
Okay, so let's move on. Is their country Morocco or what? I don't. Iksan Low, that guy can't even compete in a Thai league. That's false. Anyway, I think Singapore will win since managed to hold off Vietnam. Yes. Most said Soak and Strike speedy counter-attack is my preferred choice in the Causeway derby tomorrow. Yeah. I think that's what Sal also mentioned, right? It's like take advantage of our wing play and counter-attacks. All right. 2014 rematch back when we were against Malaysia 2 at the national system. Our draw will make it through the semis. So this could be a deja vu moment for us, maybe, or like a repeat of previous occurrences. Don't miss your flight tomorrow. Coming from you. So just Radio Daydream is a good friend of the show. He missed his he missed his Korea flight that But thanks for tuning in.
You know, Brendan keeps bringing it up on live shows.
I have to, yeah, terrible, man. Later, I'm going to scare our community away, right? I embarrass them. So, Rising Sailors, I love your content. Thank you very much. I really do appreciate it. I almost dropped the mouse, but yeah, thank you so much. I appreciate it. We've been rambling a bit, but thank you so much. I just want to stress the importance and the of how important the community is. Thank you for tuning in as always. You guys are the legends. This Goal Difference initiative is nothing without you guys. So, thanks. Heartfelt thanks. I hope that we are repaying you back with our content, our time, our effort, giveaways, all these kind of things. Hopefully that we are building the community from the ground up. So Josh and I, we thank you. Don't rise in the bed, huh? Just look at the stats. Singapore don't have single chance against Vietnam. Yes,
but we got the 1 point.
Exactly.
That's all that matters.
Exactly. Let's say world football as well. At one point, Atletico Madrid, they are La Liga champions, but they play horrible. Not horrible. They play really, really ugly football.
I mean, that Champions League famous win against Liverpool, that two-legged game.
Yep. Liverpool was on the attack all the time, and then Atletico. So you see, ugly football is not going to be praised in the media. It's not going to be praised by us, but a result at the end of the day, we still get a draw, we still get a win.
I mean, the fact of the matter is Singapore need 1 point.
Exactly.
Tomorrow, Malaysia need 3. So.
Yeah. So let's twist the story around, right? Imagine Singapore lost to Vietnam 4-0. We had like 60 possession of the ball. We shot on target 10 times, but we couldn't even get a ball in. Right? Vietnam maybe 40 possession of the ball. They shot 3 times. They scored 3 goals. Are you going to care about the possession? I don't think so. We got the 1 point. We had 120 passes, 23 possession of the ball. I didn't give a bat's ass about the possession. We got the 1 point. That's all that matters, right? So
for sure.
Yeah, it's all about priorities. In life as well, it's all about priorities. Anyways, thanks for your comment. Vamos, muchas gracias. Eddie said rather that the candle continues to shine even if the flies buzz around. Fantastic. That's the mentality, mate. That's the mentality. How about AFF McDonald Cup? Singapore no balls. They'll play defensive tomorrow since they're in a good place. Okay, so you see, I think I say you got no friends. Have to comment on stream though to get the people. Got to go, Brad. Thanks, Zayden, for tuning. Appreciate it. Let's keep the band and let's enjoy tomorrow game. Who is your favorite local player? That's a good question to address. Yeah. Thanks everyone for commenting in the chat. By the way, I think this is like lagging way behind, right? Let's see what's the time now. This is 9:25. Holy cow. Okay, I'm so sorry. Yeah. This is you know what? Oh my god, Get Stuck In is here. So sorry, for the people that tune in and we've not addressed the comments like because of the how slow we are going through the comments. We do apologize. Thank you for tuning in. One way or another, we are going to address all the comments. So most of the comments. So stay tuned with us. Who is your favorite local player? Josh.
It's a very, very tough question.
Yeah, this is a super tough question.
Of all time, current.
I mean, this was like what 14 minutes ago, right? So maybe let's do it to our preference. Let's say current. If it was all time, it's very easy for me. My grandfather. Yeah, but I think let's do it local, so it's a bit more into current context, right? So, you want to go first, Josh? Local.
Putting me.
Okay, let me go first. Let me go first. This is a bit biased, right? As what someone's mentioned, I've started watching a bit late.
JP21.
Oh, JP. I was going to say JP, right? But local player, I think I got to go for what I've seen in the SPL, right? And then the national team, right? I like Ilhan actually. Ilhan is fantastic. I was going to say JP because people like Joshua Pereira, people like Ilhan, they have the X factor in them. Sometimes you don't. Joshua's positioning is crisp, and most of the time when he goes into challenges, he gets the ball, right? So I really appreciate Joshua Perez, what he brings to the table. Ilhan's a hold-up play. I think we did mention that we keep stressing this, right? His hold-up play, he's very good on the ball. He knows how to be a kind of like a false 9 of percent or like a 10. He distributes the ball well. He waits for the midfield and strikers and the wingers to come up to play. So I really like Joshua Perez and I like Ilhan Fandi. Those two for me. Yourself, Josh. Hope I gave you all enough time to think about it.
I'm gonna give a bit of a less mainstream answer.
Okay, yeah, that's
not gonna be a Fandi. I think my favorite player is Sharan Sulaiman.
Okay.
For his technique, for his set piece ability. I love players with great technique. Over the years, I really love central midfielders. So my favorite player of all time is Steven Gerrard. So in the Singapore context, number 8, passing range, cross-field passes, stunning strikes from distance, I would say Sharan Sulaiman for me.
Sharan Sulaiman's tactical abilities are top notch for Singapore.
I mean, perhaps you could say that he's lost a bit of that kind of energy that you have in recent years, but his technique is still really up there. Sometimes you see him spray the ball across the field is what every central midfielder dreams
That's a
of.
very good shout. You know, like hitching on to your point, like some of my favorite players as well. I always love like a little bit about myself when I watch football. Of course strikers are everybody's favorite players because they get the goals and whatnot. But I always love a defensive players. Like last time I grew up, I used to love watching Sol Campbell, Maldini, you know, all these defensive shots. I love a destroyer.
Carragher.
Please, Jamie Carragher, get out of here. No, but so my love for like centre backs, like wow, this is a very tough position to play, right? The pressure. So like Irfan Fandi as well, a good shout also Irfan Fandi, right? So for me, then it slowly built for the love of like a defensive midfielder, more of like a Pirlo, like a Makelele, a destroyer. I love watching a destroyer like Gilberto Silva, Makelele, just era. And then slowly
Mantan.
Yeah. And then now now it's like people like Modric, Iniesta, Pirlo,
Fabinho.
It's Liverpool. You can see this Liverpool merchant.
Yeah, but I mean,
but you get what
I get what you mean. Young players, I think our midfielders have a lot of potential. So for me personally, I would love to see Jacob playing midfield. I know a lot of people say he's confirmed converted to a centre back, but I still think his best position is centre mid.
Yeah.
So Jacob, Joel, and Shah, for me, that's the future of Singapore's midfield.
Yeah. Okay. So I know this question was about 20 minutes ago. I'm so sorry that we just addressed it now. But if you want to comment down below who is your favorite local player, please do. It's quite good to see. Right. Let's move on. Okay. So excuse me. So now all these comments coming out, I think we will do the open discussion at 10 o'clock sharp. All right. So we will address the comments in 20 minutes. I think we'll do a quick predictions also. Then we'll open the floor to the discussion on the panel, right? I'll send the link in the chat later, all right? About 9:55 or 9:58. Okay, so Cal said draw will be great, but not sure what Singapore mentality will be. Will it matter if they play for first or second place, either to meet Thailand or Indonesia? Great question, Cal. Thanks for you're also a big part of the stream. I think, of course, ideally you want to finish top, right? So maybe you could go for a result against Malaysia. But then I think Vietnam is going to comfortably win Myanmar. That's what I
mean, potentially Cambodia. Don't write them out yet. Very well still qualify. But even though I think Thailand are leading now.
It's Thailand? Yep.
Yeah.
Is it,
Thailand are leading 2-0, Indonesia are leading 2-0. So it seems quite safe.
Yeah. So so that means if it carries on like that, Indonesia will finish second, right? Thailand will finish first. So, we were speaking this off. Like, of course, we Singaporeans want to go up against the Indonesians, right? After last year as well. But I don't think we should. I think to your point, Kel, I think our mentality should just be qualify for the semis. I think go for the second place lah. I don't think we should gun for the victory at Bukit Jalil. Of course, if we do score a goal early on, then we can dream, right? The dream is on, right?
I mean, it's most likely that Vietnam will win Myanmar and finish first anyway.
Yeah. So, well, we'll probably face up against Thailand, which is going to be interesting. I think Thailand. I would love to watch Thailand play live again, man. Thailand's football is fantastic. I love watching them, man. So this guy, Singapore. Okay, I won't comment. Singapore, Lama. Okay, he know live. All right. So again, we are trying to keep things chill here. Thanks for. I know we do appreciate the. If you guys want to have some friendly banter of sort, please feel free to come on and we are all just a respectful community. We love the game of football. Yeah, just to stress that point. All right. So you guys realize that Team Casual is a subculture amongst football fandom? Yes, it is. You're right, Muff. It's so we try to attract more fans lah. Fans, maybe I'll put it that way. Okay, so Zita said bye. Thank you very much. Okay. All right, I say I have nothing to do at home. Let me have my fun. Just block only. Revenge for 24K. So you see, revenge for 24. When we were minutes from qualifying, there was a penalty warning that killed our chance. Yeah. So I think this is a great revenge plot line for us and a storyline going in. Sure. Yeah. But that also works against us because the Malaysians are going to be so riled up against us, man. I'll see that in person. So wish me luck. So
good luck.
Yeah, Malaysian coach, Confedero, big up to you. We interviewed you at the. It was so funny, right? We were walking to the gallery.
We walked past him, then he was like, "Hey, Joshua, Brandon, I'm Confedero." When I first when he said, "Hey, Joshua, Brandon," I was thinking, this guy looks like he's from my primary school. Then I was like, "I'm Confedero." Then I was like, "Oh."
Yeah. The moment you say Confederate, oh wow, finally we met Confederate in real life, So thanks for coming up to us and we really appreciate the love and support. And your wife was there as well. We did a fast interview with you. If you guys want to see the interview, you can check it out in the Vietnam Singapore Nishigaya Masterclass vlog. Do check them out. It's at the tail end of the vlog. So if you want to just skip to it, Confederate was a great spot for doing the interview. Now he's saying Malaysian coach coaxing SG to play more open game by bruising our ego.
Exactly, yeah.
Exactly. You just have to ignore it, man. Play our style. We already played against Vietnam. We have a trial and tested strategy. If we play that game and we let in an unfortunate goal, then I would say that's unfortunate. But don't go and try and deviate too much, right? That's what we both mentioned in the outro, right? We've really seen what Singapore is capable of. When we play attacking football, we kind of struggle at the back, right? We play a bit more defensive. Yes, it's boring, but we do get the result.
I think the key really is not to concede the first goal.
Yeah.
If we concede the first goal, it's going to be very tough.
Yeah, we're going to be...
If our game is built on counter-attacking, really hope for the first goal or at least not to concede.
Yeah, and like what Sal rightly pointed out, right, in the previous stream, Singapore has never been a nation where we pride ourselves in possession football. Right, so when we are at the back, when we are behind, right, and then when a team is behind, right, I'm sure you guys, I don't have to stress this. Like, we are football fans, we know this what I'm going to say. But when a team is behind, that's when the winning team will kind of soak in the pressure, and then that's when the attacking team has to, the losing team has to put in more pressure against the winning team, and Singapore has not really thrived on that in the past. It's just.
With that said. Even though that has been the case against Laos and against Vietnam, I thought Singapore are very good on the ball.
Yeah,
very composed, very smart with the way they use the ball.
Yeah,
they didn't rush things even when the ball went out for goal kicks, for throw-ins. They're very composed. So I thought that was really nice.
Which I think that's a testament to like the growing Singapore Premier League and like just the growing culture, I would say, of the league and like discipline. Yeah. I think discipline is also a very key point that we've not really mentioned in many of our streams as well. I think this nation, Tatsuma and Nishigaya has implemented this kind of discipline in our squad. Yes, quality may be lacking here and there, but discipline-wise, I don't really see us. Okay, maybe in the Indonesia game, we kind of lost our heads, but that was such a feisty affair. But so far, discipline-wise, we've been looking really good in that aspect. Maybe not Anu. And when Anu got a yellow card at the fourth minute, I'm just like, oh no.
Shakir against Myanmar,
he had a torrid time. That was quite a bad game.
There was a red card and there was a bit of a fight that broke out.
Yeah. Shakir Hamza in the 81st minute against Myanmar. Okay, let's move on. Let's see. Again, 10 o'clock, I will open the discussion. Let you guys come on the show. We'll have a chat. I don't mind playing Thailand. Let the Vietnamese maybe play Silat in the semis. That's true. Let's see. Again, I'll try not to address all the comments because some of them are, nothing to address there lah. Nishigaya knows how to handle pressure. Okay. Ian, don't go there lah. No, many good. Session no lah. Might not choose. Yeah. So you see, this is very important. Eddie and Murph has made a good point.
Yeah.
That we are not. What's the one I'm looking for? Not standardizing. No, we are not. Stereotyping. We're not stereotyping the people here. Every society, Singapore, Malaysia, whichever country, there's always your stereotypes and there's always be your trolls, right? So we just have to ignore them, But thanks for tuning in. Also, the trolls that come in, it's quite.
Don't generalize that all are like that just because some could be.
Of course, in Malaysia, there's many good Malaysians, and in this context, in this what we're talking about, and Singapore as well. Singapore's not perfect, right? There are also terrible Singaporeans around. Just stating facts. Anyway, I rather play Thailand semis. Let the Vietnam. Oh wait, sorry. This is. Oh yeah.
Iggy. Let's go.
All right, Iggy. Let's go, SG. You're probably not on the stream already. You just came on saying that job, but it's good for the show. Thanks for tuning in for that little while. We do.
One day, Shasim will come on and name 5 Singapore players.
That will be a sight to be, a sight to behold. Set to behold. Anyway, Confederal said most Southeast Asian teams usually let their ego take control and save face. Quite easy to see fights. So yes, I think this is where emotions have to be. I tell you, if the Malaysian national team is smart, right, they are going to come at us and they're going to irritate us like hell. Because I think with the fans roaring, right, it's good. It's very easy for Singapore to lose their temper.
Especially players who are a bit more feisty.
Who have a history of that kind of temperament, right? So let's hope that Nishigaya can remind the boys that we have a goal to play, which is just get a draw. If you get a win, of course that's perfect, but get the draw, get out of there. Also, don't forget, if we do get a red or some players get an extra yellow card, then they're not going to be able to play in the first leg of the semi-finals. So that's also something to look out for. All right, so Get Stuck In, the Singapore community, big up to you, Get Stuck In. Please do feel free to check out their channel. Just to let you guys know, 2 weeks ago, Get Stuck In had 200 subscribers, right? But because they dish out so much good content, right, shorts and whatnot, they now have 7,000 subscribers. It's insane. Go do check their channel out. They are great friends of the show. We in the World Cup. If you guys are the OGs, you know that we always go live stream with them. Josh, have you? They haven't yet, right?
Unfortunately, not. there's always this ongoing joke about the debate between Henderson and Roy Keane.
Yeah.
I mean, their rise is like Henderson from Sunderland to Liverpool captain to lifting every trophy.
Oh dear, here we go. So you see, it's putting out some jabs against Joshua. I know Joshua is putting up some jabs for Get Stuck In to come at us and we have a debate in the future. But yeah, thanks so much for tuning in, man. Lads, I really do appreciate it. Yeah, you see, you guys. So you say they know Undecided Chan, they know Merv, because we've always support each other. Just a fun fact, during the World Cup watch along, right, in the 3 a.m. games, I didn't want to go live stream because it's too late. So I brought the community to go and support the Get Stuck In guys. So, it's just a wholesome community that we're building here. All right, so let's see, just a random question there. Are there a lot of people, half Singapore, half Portuguese people in Singapore, directed to you? Actually, quite a lot. Eurasian. So yeah, Eurasian. Yeah, so that's the term that we call it here, Eurasian, because half Euro, half Euro.
Like their ancestors moved to Southeast Asia and younger, intermarried, and then kept on marrying. And yeah, we have, it's relatively small. It's like, I don't know, Eurasian community is about 17,000.
Yeah.
Quite small. But we do have also like Portuguese people come here, work, come here and live and whatnot.
Yeah. Beauty of Singapore is that we are really a multi ethnic country. There's so many nationalities around, so many mixed blood. And so that's interesting. Bukit Jalil is not an artificial page, it's real grass. Okay, so again, sorry, I'm going to speed thing. Okay, let's do the giveaway now because let's see whether is there anything. To me, there'll always be a winner, non-giveaway. Okay, thanks, Murph. As always, your comments. So, like you see, football friendship reviews after the 90. Yes, that's very true. We are feisty at the heart of the game, but after 90 minutes, let's hope for peace. We can have a banter here and a friendly banter here with our opposition fans, but it's all fun and we all love football at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Right. Okay, so there's almost 50 people here now. So you know what? Let me stop on the comments, right? Let me do the giveaway now, all right? Okay, so as I said in the previous stream, there was a good friend called Ice Kill, right? He's a good friend of the show. He volunteered to give away some jerseys, right? So this is a bit last minute because I did not prepare any questions. So maybe Josh, I'm trying hinting to you like on live stream. Maybe you can prepare a question. Whether is it live? Okay, so Ice Kill, thank you so much. So can we spam like, I don't know, big up to you, Ice Kill. Thank you, Ice Kill, for this giveaway. Out of his pureness of his heart, he said that he wanted to help the goal difference improve because he said that he really loved the initiative that we are doing here. So he wanted to give back because he said he's also a jersey collector. So he wanted to give back to the community. So he gave me like 4 jerseys, 1 hoodie to give away. Big up to you. Okay, so while you're thinking this, maybe a local question. He said
I got one.
Okay, easy question. Is it an easy one?
I think it's relatively easy.
Okay, I got one easy question myself as well. Okay, so all right. So what is the jersey? Okay, so this is quite a unique jersey, special jersey. It's a very nice jersey. However, it's brand new with text. Let me show you the text. It's brand new with text. All right, let's see. I don't want to spoil it. It's brand new with text. All right, but condition wise, it's been kept in storage for a while, so there's a bit of stains here and there, but it's nothing too terrible. You agree?
Yeah,
not too terrible. Yeah. All right.
Relatively okay.
Okay, so here we go. A giveaway. Thank you to Ice Q. Let's see whether it is. Let's see. Hold on now. Yeah. So big up to Ice Q. Yeah, Ice Q. Who am I? Sure. Do we play Who? No, I don't think we play Who Am I. All right, so this jersey is a Kashima Antlers jersey. Look at this beautiful jersey. XL, size XL. Okay, so as I was saying, because it was kept in storage for a while, as you can see, there's a bit of stains. Can you see? Can you see the stains? Yeah, so I don't think there's not too much to write home about. It's a free jersey at the end of the day. It's a very, very nice jersey. It's an authentic J1 jersey. And if you guys know your J-League football, Kashima Antlers are like, I would reckon it's like the top 3 or even top 2 teams in Japan, right? Historically.
Yeah.
Yokohama, maybe you can say Kashima. Who else am I missing out? The what's it?
Sanfrecce.
Yeah, Sanfrecce is also quite a big, historically a big club, right? So this is up for grabs. It's size XL, it's a bit big. It's quite cute. So you see at the back, it's with the hat as well. I'm so sorry, I did not do my research. I don't know what year this jersey is, right? Okay, so let me close this. Causeway Derby. Let me put a jersey giveaway. So again, thank you so much, Ice Q. This is for the community. As I said, again, let me have a disclosure. It's a bit only the front. There's a bit of stains here and there, but I think there's nothing much more to it. And look at the collar. It's so nice with the familiar antlers. Yeah, it's a bit blurred. Sorry, I keep burping. I'm good. Sorry. Okay, so are you prepared for the question for the? Okay, so Joshua is going to give you a question, right? Yeah, I know what. Okay, so whoever gets Joshua's question correct first will win this beautiful Kashima Endless jersey.
It's supposed to be an easy question, right?
Easy question.
Okay.
Go with it. All right. Are you guys ready? Let's see. I got to make sure that I put the. So this so Sal said this is the 2014-15 home kit, beautiful kit. Yes. Well done, ISQ, respect. All right. So is it they won Asian champions? Did they won? I'm not too sure. I don't think so. Anyways, that's for later. We can discuss. Okay, so Josh, hit it away. What's the question?
Okay, so fastest fingers first, yeah?
Fastest fingers first. Here we go.
So when Singapore played Malaysia in March, and Singapore won 2-1, who scored the winning goal?
Quick! Who's got the winning goal in March? Singapore versus I know. It has to be. It has to be
Haris
him.
Harun.
Liar.
I mean,
Yeah. Let's see.
You can see.
Yeah, let's see. Come on. The Iman. Oh, okay. Wait. Let's see who got it. Okay. Make sure I
mean, based on my YouTube, it's Ian.
Yeah. Ian's got it right. All right. So undecided Chan. You know, he's been missing for a long time, but he's finally back to the community. You know what? You know what's the problem, Ian? I met you for the first time in cafe football, right? I think this is too big for you, mate. I mean, you can keep it and enjoy it, lah. Yeah, but I think it's a bit too big. But yeah, enjoy the jersey, mate. Yeah, I say it firstly. Are you sure? Wait. I'll just make it sure that. Here we go. I just want to confirm it. Okay, on my YouTube, it says Ian, lah.
It's Ian and Rising Sailors. Then
yeah.
Guess Takin says Benner.
Yeah, I guess Takin says Benner. Good try there, guess Takin. Confederal says Joshua concepts.
I wish.
Yeah, I guess I say first.
I mean, Benner was quite close.
Okay, but whoa. See, this is what. Okay, this is why the community, why I love you guys so much, right? And this is the wholesomeness, right? Ian said that he don't mind giving to the few others, but we had to say, okay, give others. So you see now, everybody's being so nice to each other. What is it going to be? Nobody wants it? No lah. Okay. You know what? Let me put it this way. Just to move on, right? Ian, you win it, right?
Yeah.
I'll pass you the jersey. If you want to return it back to me when I meet you the next time, you can let me know, and then I'll pass it on to the. So for today, Ian has won it. You know, thanks for everyone for participating. So it was Iksan Fandi. That's good. So easy. I also was going to say. Yeah. It's an easy question. Okay, so you know what? Since you guys have been so good, there's another. Can we help me put it on the side, please? Thanks, Josh. There's another. IceQ has given us this hoodie. It's a Pacific FC. It's a Canadian team. It's a hoodie. Yeah, very nice hoodie, right? XL, give me a. Okay, so yeah, so let's see. I'll leave it to Ian to decide. If he wants to give it to someone else from the community, Ian, let me know. I can liaise with that winner. All right. So it's just all part of the fun and games here, lah. Okay, so this is a Pacific FC Glory jersey. It's a Canadian team. IceQ is a big fan of the Canadian League, so he said that this is one of his spare hoodies that he wants to give away. Pretty nice. Thicker. So if you guys go to a colder country, you can wear this. I don't think Singapore you wear this, but yeah, it's just a.
Sell wants it.
Yeah, Sal wants it. This I want. Okay, Sal. All right. So the question. This is even easier than yours, sir.
And you still say that easy.
now I'm contemplating. Okay, no. Okay, I got the question. All right. Here we go. So thanks to Ian has just said, yeah, give someone I couldn't wear it. Yeah, exactly. So that's why the Ian.
So we can roll it on Riyadh also.
Yeah, we can. Exactly. So we'll see. Okay, let's go on to this question. All right, this Pacific FC hoodie. The question is, who is the Singapore Premier League player that has played in the Canadian League? I think there's 2 or 3. Just name me one. There's one current one. I mean, no, there's one very recent one. This is quite an easy one, right? All right, here we go. Yeah. So you see, that's why we love the community. Thanks guys. I really do appreciate it. We carry forward the love and so. Okay, let's see. Yep, Merv's got it. Yep, Merv's got it. So okay, you guys are all absolutely right. Issei Farhan, Nakajima. Okay, just a fun fact. IceQ's favorite player is actually Issei Farhan Nakajima. That's also a very fun fact. That's why he's got it, right? So Merv has won it, and then he said that he passed it over to Sal. So you see, that's what we love to see. Congrats to Merv, which kind of rolls over to Sal. Congratulations. Luke was very close though.
Alfonso Davis.
Nice
look at Eddie. Everyone's giving Jordan where he wants to give another one.
Yeah. See, Eddie showing up. He's got to show off a bit of his elite ball knowledge, right? Yeah, so it's fair, but
why not for the Arsenal fans?
Yeah. So Harry Maguire gets stuck in said, yeah, but Luke quite close, but yes, it's gonna be Sal's hoodie. All right, so. Before we go on to our open this way, what? It wasn't Maguire, mate. You know what, guys? You want to come into this chat and just talk, have some banter. It would be quite fun if you can. I don't know who is behind the account now. Is it Yasha? Is it Herman? Is it Ernesto? Let me know. Right, nice hoodie, nice colors. Yeah. So this is what the community is all about. So we just gave away a very nice Kashima Endless jersey and also this Pacific FC hoodie. Right. So again, this is all just from the again, this is not from me, Yasha. Okay, so big up to you, Yasha. This is not from us, right? This is from iSkill. Just to remind that again, iSkill is such a nice friend. I met him in real life. He said that this is he wants to pass over to the community, and he wants to make sure that the community grows, right? And the goal difference. He really appreciates the content that we are churning out. Right? I don't know where it's in the chat, but if he watches in replay, I'll send it. Maybe I'll clip this and I'll send it to him. Right. So thank you so much. Really appreciate it. Yes, you put smiles.
He's there. He said Jordan Webb
Jordan Webb. Yeah. Oops. Whoopsie daisy. So iSkill, you are participating in your own, but iSkill, fantastic, man. It goes to show that there's the fanfare and the love and support for the community. Yes, iSkill is the man of the match. Props to iSkill, man. Seriously, yep. By the way, okay, you know what? Since you guys have been fantastic, right? No. Actually, no. Let's save that for another day. Let's save that for another day. All right. So, even though I watched you, Herman, talk about it live, okay, yeah. And next time, maybe we can educate each other. Maybe you can tell me more about the Swiss league as well, because Yasha is staying in Switzerland. You can also, I love Young Boys FC, right? That's my favorite club. And Basel FC. No, just there's some inside jokes here and there. Anyways, maybe I should give away one Murph. If you do, I mean, again, this is not like we're not calling out for sponsors or anything. It is from the pureness of your heart. If you want to do it, please, we are open to it. If not, your presence in the live stream is all that matters to us. That's what it really boils down to. Okay, so without further ado, let me send the link. Adrian says, okay, so I did miss a lot of comments. I'm so sorry. Let me move on to the open discussion. I do apologize if I missed out some. While we wait for people to join to the stream, we will address more of the comments. All right. Okay, so if you guys are in the Telegram chat, I just sent the link to join the stream. So please, Vintage United just are saying, yeah, Yasha, by the way, get stuck in. Yasha is a United fan, that's why. Okay, so let's see. Yeah. Let me see what other big comments that I missed out. Rohit is here. Fantastic. Good to see you, Rohit. Okay, so some people say that for me, Zufami. Ian is a big fan of Zufami, right? Yeah. He says it's the best all-time Alam Shah for PP Spartan. Now a fun. Okay, fair. Up the goal difference. Thank you very much, Rohit. Sal said all-time Alexander Durich. Current is Chawa Anwar. All right, so fifth player all-time CR7, fifth local players Hafiz Noor. All right, so that's as I said. Africaners is here. Thanks, Africaners, you were here. Rising Sailors, thank you so much for tuning in. And then we've got a great friend of the show. Let me see whether I do have any more other things. Herman, to be fair, Simon has done really well with the squad. Thank you so much. I think you're new here. Please help us like, comment, subscribe. Do like, comment, subscribe to the stream. We really appreciate it. And let's go on to the friend of the show. We have Aiman.
Wow.
Hey.
Welcome, Aiman. Second time, right? Second time
Hello.
in the show. How are you doing there?
Yeah, second time in the show. Sorry?
How are you doing?
I'm feeling fantastic, man. In fact, like this year.
Okay, I think his internet went out.
On his
no. Okay. That way, before Aiman comes back, let's put in Sal.
Yep.
Sal,
yo, man.
Wait, hold on, Aiman. Let me. Yeah, okay. Sal is here. All right, we got Aiman on my left, and then Sal here down. Yeah. So before further ado, I was just going. Okay, Aiman again dropped. But okay, Sal, how are you doing today, mate?
Yeah, I'm good, man. How are you guys?
Good.
Doing great, man. Nice to see you.
Yeah, and you know what? Freaking fantastic jersey, mate. What year is that? I don't even know what year is that.
This is the year that they won the Tiger Cup the first time, 1998. Yep. And try to guess who's the player. wearing
Wow,
number 11.
this is a hard one, man. Holy cow, 11. Who is that, man? I don't even know.
98.
Nine,
Is it? Which year?
98,
Yep,
98.
1998. Yep.
Yep.
Awesome.
What?
We were 2 years old.
Yeah, we were 2 years old, so we won't even know. Sal, please enlighten us, please. Who is it?
Okay, this is won by back that time it was a Balestier central player Taufik Jailani who wore this number. Taufik
Wow.
Jailani, but he only played I think 2 games in that Tiger Cup. Yep, and you know
Okay.
that Tiger Cup we won it the first time. Like nobody was predicting us to win, but then Sasi Kumar managed to hit the ball in, and he was a centre back back then, and he managed to win us the game.
And this was the controversy, right? When what was it? The own goal controversy. That was the year, right?
Yes, it was the year where Thailand played Indonesia, and both of them did not want to meet Vietnam. So they were like returning each other's with own goals. Then after that, the Indonesian player who scored the own goal was banned for life. He got banned by FIFA actually.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yes. Just so I mean, like people like get stuck in, right? This is like legitimately like I don't know whether you call it match fixing or, but you see in real life, we saw it in the 90s. This was exactly going on the scene. Okay, thanks Sal for tuning in. For joining the stream, and we got Aiman. I don't know what happened just now. You kept like it kept going off and on. I don't know what was the issue.
Oh, it's my Wi-Fi. My Wi-Fi doesn't like me.
Okay. Seems like it's stabilized now, so it's all good right now. All right, so
yeah, all good.
How are you doing today, Aiman? Just now you didn't really
I'm feeling fantastic. I feel like this year, looking at the AFF, and throughout the whole context, looking back at the last year, I think not only it was an eye opener. I feel like this year, so many things that we all can do, not just as individuals, but also as a community. And I feel like tomorrow might be the beginning of, I would say, something special, regardless of the result, Because right now everyone's talking about the upcoming Causeway derby, and I'm excited to what's gonna come for tomorrow, And whatever happens, I'm proud of Singapore. But the best of it, let's hope to see them in the semi-finals.
Yeah, that's what we're all hoping for. And then before we move on to our next topic, right, we've got another great friend of the show. It is Merv. All right, Merv is joining the chat. So you see now we are building on to the numbers. Merv, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you very well, but can you hear me?
Oh, yeah.
We can hear.
You can,
We can hear. Yeah, fantastic. All right, so you see, this is where so just a quick introduction, right? Sal is here. Sal has been in our stream for quite a few times. I'm sure you guys have seen him. Aiman is here. Aiman has also been on streams before. And also Merv. How are you doing? How are you doing today, Merv?
Okay. Family dinner. I took my kids out for ice skating, but good day.
Good day. Yeah, it's always. I mean, school's gonna start for them, right? So it's gonna be, they're probably not looking forward to that. Good to spend family time as always. Yeah, good to spend time with the family. And yeah, all right. So PP Spartan has come in a comment and said that the Hools are taking over. Well, Aiman is here, so it's not really full Hools, but it could potentially be Hools in the future, right? But I just want to say big up to the Hools, man. You guys have been really supportive. Yeah. Oh, look at Merv's daughters. Hi. Yep.
Say hi to everyone.
So you see, Merv the legend. I think the national team is much. Okay, so let's move on to the topics, right? Just now. All right, so just now, Sal. Just now you said that you give me a full 23-man squad of who Singapore should have brought to this.
I know. I mean the full 23 squad of those who can replace actually. Which position who can replace. Yeah. Actually, you can put it into 11. 23 sounds big.
Yeah. 11. I think 11 would be good. Let's start off with that. Sal, why don't we hit us with that, and then we can go around the table, see what Merv, what Josh, what Aiman thinks of it, what myself thinks about it. Yeah. So go ahead, Sal.
Okay, goalkeeper. I think right now Zarfan, I think will take the number one keeper. Number one jersey. Then centre backs, I think should be Irfan and Jacob Mahler. Then right, I think should be either Zulkarnain Suzliman or Arshad Shamim. Left, you already know it's no Adam, confirm. Centre midfield, Shah Shairan and Jacob. I think should be Jacob.
No,
so Jordan should be the centre back actually.
Okay. Gotcha.
Okay, so left, Fahan Zulkifli, no question. Right, I think should be we should let me see. Right should be Ryan Stewart.
Yeah,
No
Ryan,
questions.
Ryan, yeah.
Yep. Then after that, striker Ilhan and Iksan. Done.
That's pretty. I think that's quite straightforward. Okay, Aiman, what are your thoughts about Cel's younger 11 that we know? I'll call it. Okay, I'll call this the transitional team. I think that's quite fair to say, right? Because a bit of experienced players, more youngsters. Right? Aiman, what are your thoughts?
Honestly, I'm not. For someone who has somewhat zero IQ on local football, I think with the transition, right, I'm looking forward to new things and fresh players, because we are at a stage of point where we want to progress as a team, as a national team, and as a country. And with the players that Star mentioned, I think not only is they are good options. I take that back. Not good options. They are great options. Even there's additional players that we can add in. I think with the number of players that can step up to the national team moving forward, I think lots of surprises. Looking forward that I'm looking forward to. And as a local supporter myself, I think whoever takes the badge of takes the opportunity to represent the country, I think they should take pride of it and represents us. With all out and all, I can say that.
Yeah. Okay, Murph, what are your thoughts about Cel's transitional team?
Definitely very promising. That's my first thought. I'm not as well equipped with knowledge as Sal. My thoughts go towards, I think, with the promising young players coming through our league. At least I hope so, because the past league practices have really choked our development. I think it's important also to have a very good coaching setup, because it's our development that I'm looking at. So honestly, I mean, transitional, definitely our present coach Nishigaya or Nishiguchi. I can't remember.
Nishigaya.
I know.
Nishiguchi, I think my Japanese name.
So Nishigaya, I don't know. I still open-minded about whether he can pull through, develop our squad. Who's our technical director, by the way? Sal, do you know?
Technical director should be let me see.
Fandi Ahmad.
Our former Hougang coach.
Okay, Bala. No, not Bala. Sorry.
No Bala.
Philip Ao?
His name just slip off my name. People Ao.
Oh, yeah, Philip Ao.
Yeah.
So now I heard he's going to take Young Lions next season. So yeah,
Yep.
I think development is the key. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I'm so sorry, guys. Can you hear like an echo from my side? Like, can you guys hear yourself?
No, I thought it was Murph's side. It was echo.
I'm going to
Can you hear it now? Can you hear it now?
Yep.
Oh, you can now. Okay. I'll try and reduce the echo on my side. It's my side. Murph is not your side. No worries. All right. So okay. So I think that transitional team is quite good. Josh, what are your thoughts about the transitional first 11?
Yeah, to be honest, I broadly agree with Cel's one. Like maybe 9 out of 11 position. I think it's a very good 11 that he's picked with Irfan and Jacob in defense, correct? And then
Jordan, correct.
And then Jacob and Shah in midfield.
Yeah,
that's what I said.
Yeah.
And then I think maybe one difference is I'll play Raihan at right back instead of right wing, and then also I would find a way to incorporate maybe Glenn Quay at right wing.
Oh, Glenn Quay, yeah, Glenn Quay, right wing.
So other than that, it's a really, really good 11 that you chose, and I really agree with it. I really like it.
Yeah. Jordan is going to US, right? That's what the latest rumors on the block, right? I think.
Jordan and who's the other guy? I think Rasak. going to the US. They are going to play US League One. I think.
US,
Sorry.
Columbus Group.
There are two that's going to Korea. Is it Ong Yun and one other?
No, they are only trialing only. They are only experiential.
It's like a training session.
Yeah. So Yun and Fatullah is there.
Do you see anything coming out of it?
I don't think so. I think the Fandi brothers have more chance. I think. Yeah, as you know, they are going to finish their contract soon. So hopefully one of them, goes to Korea, because I think Irfan has been scouted by John Book, Hyundai so many times. Yeah, and also if I'm not wrong, he's been scouted by Portuguese club, I think SC Braga. Yeah.
Yeah, Braga,
So
Braga,
hopefully
Braga.
any
Which
one
is
of
it-
them just
is
went
it-
through.
Yeah, I'm so sorry, Sel, to interrupt you. Is it Braga was the club that he was supposed to go also, or is it on Rio Avenue?
Rio Ave is supposed to be Haris.
Oh, sorry, I missed
Yeah,
out.
Rio Ave. Yeah.
That's the
Braga, I
Spanish
don't know. I
division,
think it's
right?
the first time I heard for Braga, I think.
So Braga, wow.
But you see, with
fun.
Europe, there's a simple problem. The problem is, oh no, Singapore is not in the top whatever ranking. Therefore, you get a visa problem. Then usually,
Europeans, I think European wise they are okay, unless it's UK. UK you have be above 100, and they are, and to get to the home, I mean to get the work permit, right, for Singapore is very very hard. Yeah, unless you have like
that's UK lah.
British parents or British
But remember,
grandparents.
Haris was
late.
supposed to go Spain, and then because the visa issue, that's why from JDT transferred.
That one I'm not so sure, but Hospitalet, I mean, it's a third division. I mean, I think there's a lot of things, but I saw a lot of players like playing white light beer. There's a Cambodian playing there actually,
in
Spain. Yeah, but yep, there's one Cambodian. I think the striker Ekamai. I think he played for a Spanish lower club for a while, and after he came back.
The Myanmar forward also plays for Thai League 2 team, right? The Myanmar players.
Yeah,
Similar
Thailand
to
League 2.
Raihan, right?
I only know
Thailand 2, right?
Ekamai only.
So
Yeah.
you see, there's all these Southeast Asian that's going out there in the European leagues, making a name for themselves. Quite interesting to see that, right? And all right, so let's move on. Actually, this whole point, right? Before we move on to a bit more casual topics like what we were saying, let's talk about the Causeway derby, right? Because I know Joshua and I have been talking about our points. We want to hear from you guys live on stream, right? Maybe we go with. Obviously, we are a panel full of Singaporeans, and we of course root for Singapore. Yeah, but maybe just give us some of your rundowns of what you guys think of how the game is going to be like. What's the tactics should be going in? Do you like our chances going in? Look at all the scarf. All you guys are ready. Sal with the 98 jersey. Merv with that beautiful scarf. I might as well. You were filling your scarf, right? Where's the scarf, mate?
Right here, man. Right here.
Yeah, all right, man. All right. See all the beautiful stuff. All right, so you know what? Let me pass the time to Merv first, right? Merv, what do you think of Singapore's chances in the Causeway derby?
Interestingly, earlier you were saying that actually the Malaysians aim, right, with the 80,000 Malaysians, right? Their aim is to frustrate the Singaporean side. Actually, to me, it's the other way around. In 2011, I went over to Bukit Jalil, and then I tell you, they needed to win 3-0 because we won 5-3 in the first leg. That was a World Cup qualifier. So they were damn confident of winning 3-0. All that tifo within the stands, Ultra Malaya, all Singapore Anjing, 100% foreigners. Remember Sao, you were there?
Lose. Win, lose. Yeah, that one.
So then I tell you, we frustrated them, and I remembered, right, when they scored 1-0, they were like, wow, the whole place was rocking. You will love it. Trust me, you will love this.
Is this the World Cup qualifier?
Yeah, 2011.
Yeah.
We only scored one goal. We only scored one goal.
Yeah. We scored one goal because when they scored first, 1-0, they were like,
No.
We're getting it.
No. It's only 1-0.
No,
1-0 only.
No, 1-1. It was 1-1. It was 1-1.
That killed them. Yep. I tell the whole stadium. We were in ecstasy. Only about 800 of us. Ecstasy among 80,000. The whole stadium silence. I tell you, I'll never forget that experience. You will love to see it. That's your tagline.
Well, it's not going to be 80,000 on. It's going to be like maybe 45 to 50,000. But it's still, if we can get a victory, right? I can imagine that it's going to be like pin drop silence, right? Like what Merv you're saying, right?
I believe that's the same thing is going to happen. We are going to just go and frustrate them. They know they need a goal. They can't break through, and then we're going to score on the counter. And I believe we're going to win 1-0.
We all hope that's going to be. Yeah. Merv with the Merv always goes to go for the underdog prediction, but I think this prediction we hope is going to be right through. It's going to be Lions are going to bring the victory for us. Yeah. All right. So Aiman, what are your thoughts about Singapore's chances in the Causeway derby tomorrow?
Okay. Lately, I have this belief that whoever starts the mental games first will end up losing the game. And we've seen that an example for Myanmar. And I feel like there's gonna be a similar story for Malaysia too. Because like they've been talking a lot, especially from the national team coach. And even the Malaysians themselves they feel confident that they're gonna beat Singaporeans. But hey, it's all about it's all not only about the mental games, but also like I agree with Murph. I think we are gonna go in there and we're definitely gonna frustrate them.
Get in.
Yeah, it is gonna be, I would say, a blockbuster coming from Southeast Asia, And the to think that the Qatar World Cup with all the madness happening, if for Singaporeans and Malaysians, if they think that is crazy, I think tomorrow will be even crazier considering how far of history has gone, between us and Malaysia. So it's gonna be an interesting fight, and like I remember back from what Murph said, like we frustrated Malaysia in the qualifiers. I remember I was at home, I was 11, watching that game at home. The moment Singapore equalized, I was literally running around the house.
Remember, only
So-
a few minutes after they scored, right? Then we scored.
Yes,
remember?
yes. It was insane. And yeah, I think it could be a similar story tomorrow. And I'm looking forward to the surprises, So yeah.
All right, fantastic, right? So you see, everyone's reminiscing about our 2011 World Cup qualifier. I mean, like what Murph said, right? They scored first, and then we scored back, and the adrenaline just killed the momentum straight away. It was like a whoop, and then boom, went down. All right. So Sal, what are your thoughts about the Causeway Derby tomorrow? I know Sal, I kind of roughly know what you're going to say because you said it in the preview, but please go ahead, man. Go ahead.
I think it's the matter of who wants it more, and I think the one that wants it more is Malaysia. But I think they will make a lot of mistakes at the back because you can see against Vietnam where they attack, they leave a lot of blanks at the back. So just hopefully Singapore stick by the game as how they play against Vietnam, and I see us sneaking 1-0. Okay, just to note, I think the striker Sergio Aguero, right? Just you have to stop him from scoring 93.20 minutes.
Yeah. We do not want those kind of like what's the one looking for? Yeah. Those repeated scenarios like Sergio Aguero scoring the 93rd 20. No,
Yeah,
none of that.
Touch,
Last
finish
minute
it,
goals,
run, take out
last
his
minute
shirt.
Yeah.
Brendan
No,
will be there.
yeah, no
Don't
Maro, no
cry.
Balotelli, no Toure, all these players. Don't. So okay, we should be quite safe.
There's only one thing I want to say, lah.
Yeah.
I don't want Brandon Gunn to succeed tomorrow.
Okay. Whoa. That's my long lost. That's my long lost cousin. Okay, well, he's got a pretty Angmo accent going to him, right? Wow, he's on the interview.
She's
like,
actually
wow.
an Australian naturalized player.
No wonder that explains everything. Yeah. I mean, he's got a very nice surname, lah. That's all I can say, lah. No biasness or anything.
But he's not a qua, so it's okay.
Self-praise,
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's true. That's also not a qua as well. But hey, appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. Okay, so the comments are buzzing, right? Even Kickoff, I say you're getting me excited, man. You see, that's what the beauty of. That's why the whole platform was built. Right? I love this kind of open discussions, right? You guys are just naturally flowing the passion, right? You see, look at the community, it's buzzing, and that's what we want in the fanfare. Next time in the future for the Singapore Premier League as well, Aiman is gonna rap the Sailors. You guys are gonna rap the Hools. I maybe rap Geylang possibly, and then we can have like open discussions about the games and our teams as well.
So,
Fantastic.
we condolences to Brandon, lah.
from the start, lah.
Same from me too. I don't know why you're going for Hotel 81.
I got to rap JP5, man. And yeah, Caleb's building quite a nice squad. I mean, again, maybe depth wise will be an issue, but I love the front 11 that they're building there, man. But maybe Hougang can kind of. You all need to do a better job to convince me, lah. That's the thing, lah.
No, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter who convince actually. As long as you support local football, I guess that's enough, because we need more people to support local football. Because if it's not us, then who will?
Choosing a team is really like falling in love with the special one. They stay for the rest of life. It's not like, wow. I mean, I don't. If let's say I date my wife that time, then someone has to convince me it's something wrong or
true. Your first love. Something. Maybe not first love, but a true love. Maybe to put it that way. True love. Yeah, true love.
Okay,
all right,
so I'll share with you all my story. How the 24th July 2010. That was the moment, man.
Wow.
Yeah, I'll share with you
Nice.
the story one day. How
All
I
right.
became
Awesome. Okay, so we really gotten everyone's opinions about the Causeway derby. Predictions as well. So Murph said 1-0. Is that what you say? We're going gun for 1-0 victory. All right, Aiman.
Going 2-0.
Whoa, confident. Let's. All right.
Thanks,
And Sel, what are your predictions? And you said just now 1-0. So is it?
Singapore 1, Malaysia 0.
All right. Okay, so maybe I just want to point out to you all, Ilhan Fandi, you guys have, of course, heard the news, right? So he's not be available for the game. How do you guys think that will affect the Causeway derby? Because I feel like Ilhan's a pivotal part of our team. Maybe I'll start with...
It's a better fit because why? Shawal is fast. He's the natural. He's the counter attack guy.
Yes. Fair. I mean, to me, I always felt like Shawal Anwar should come on. This is just personally. I've always felt like Shawal should come on as a second half player because of the kind of pace. We tire the opposition out, right? Shawal Anwar, that killer pace, right? He really can take advantage. I'm just worried if he starts off at the start and maybe he'll tire out at the end. But that's just my personal opinion. What are your thoughts about Shawal Anwar? It's probably what will be Faris Ramli and Shawal Anwar starting with Song as the cam. That's what my assumption is going to be in a 3-4-1-2. 3-5-2 per se, yeah. Your thoughts, Ilhan Fandi not starting. Maybe start with Murph. You already kind of addressed it, right? So you think that Shawal Anwar is the perfect replacement and it's ideal because you want him to start, right? Aiman, your thoughts about Ilhan not being available?
I mean, it's unfortunate, because like we've already lost Iksan and now we lost Ilhan. But then again, there's a reason why there's other players that got selected for a reason. So what I can do for now is have faith in who we have, especially with Shawal Anwar and Amy Reka and Faris Ramli. Yes, people do talk a lot about these kind of players, but hey, they're the reason why we are at the driving seat moving towards the Causeway derby. So have faith. I'll have faith on them, man. That's all I can say.
That's what we love to see. And Sel, your thoughts? Ilhan Fandi out.
Yeah, I mean, we have Shawal and Amy Reka there. The only thing is we don't have height, so I'm not so sure who going to bring down the ball and lead over to the strikers.
I mean, historically, like Durich, like your favorite player, right? Of your all time, right? Sel, we've always been historically quite good with a good tall striker, and Ilhan is good in the air as well. So that could be a big miss for us. Yeah.
Do you feel that Irfan Fandi will be deployed up front at a certain stage? Like it's not just for.
I don't think we can risk it. I don't think we can risk that.
We don't. Okay, one thing about right now is I think so far in the competition, Irfan has been our best defender. So to risk him to play up front, I think it's a no-brainer. Yeah. Unless right, they push up Harun because Haris can attack.
Whoa, that is
why not? Yeah, why not?
Yes,
why not?
True.
Just push up Haris, Cecil.
But do you feel
then
that
you can push Anu to the centre back? No problem, man.
Do you feel that Haris has lost a lot of his? I know he's not known for his pacey game, but age is catching up.
Just his age lah. But then one thing is Haris is still, if you can see, he still puts in his A game. I mean, even though he has some mistakes, but it's not all the way. But it's not all the way he does mistakes, man. Most of the mistakes is just like one game, then that's it, one off. But then one thing is he still has the command and respect of his own players. So that's why he still plays his A game. There's no complaints about him so far.
Yes.
Fair. Okay, Josh, your thoughts about Ilhan missing?
Yeah, I think basically we should go with the front two that we played the second half that day. Song and Shawal up front. I think Song will give you a bit of that hold-up play that Ilhan brings. Because I don't see anyone else who can do that hold-up play, as you all mentioned. Like, Iksan is out, Ilhan is out. I think Song can do that job. And then Shawal with that pace in behind that Brendan talked a lot about. So I think we should start with that. And then as it goes on, if we need someone else, I guess we can lean on Amy off the bench.
Yeah, Amy off the bench, give us a bit of
Faris.
Faris also. But Josh also alluded in the vlog, right, that I'm sure you guys watched the game. I mean, obviously we were all there, except for Aiman. Aiman, you were at work, is it? Unfortunately.
No, I was at home.
Oh, okay. Definitely when the semi-finals, right, we're going to be all there for sure, right? Anyways, let me just finish the point here. But Josh did say in the vlog that when Song and Shawal came on the second half, do you guys saw that? I mean, do you guys felt that our attack presence, the intensity was matched? Like it was way better up front. Although we didn't get the ball a lot of times, but you can see the Song being a bit more direct with the pace, the ball, Shawa also with the pace. You can see Vietnam kind of like sitting back a bit more, which gave more space for our midfield to operate in the second half.
It's a pity. I remember that one missed chance from Song to release Nas at the left side. The whole stadium, he didn't see it. I felt that if we release that would have been a very close chance to get our 1-0 up.
But exactly. Yeah. That was a. I'm so sorry to. I saw this comment, right. This guy, he's part of the Telegram chat, but I'm not too sure who it is. He's got his name was KK. Remember, Cell? There was a guy with a long username. So I call him Mr. KK, and then now he's changed his name to Mr. KK. So I think it's easier to refer him now. Any thoughts? I like to Josh's point. Do you guys think that the front two should be Shawal and Song, or do you guys think maybe Faris Ramli and Shawal? Maybe I'll pass it on to Sel first. What do you think?
Shawal and Emireka, that's it. Because when both of them plays, Singapore looks more dangerous than having the same back three that Nishigaya started for the last 3 games.
Fair. But I know maybe Amy off the bench gives you that dynamics when the game is getting a bit tired. Then Amy can abuse that a bit of that pace that he has as well on him. Starting out those two, I will imagine later when Song comes on, maybe Song. I don't know. Do you guys feel like Song has been a bit underwhelming? Not only for the national team, because he had an injury. He picked up an injury back in the Singapore Premier League. Yeah, so I can see he's a bit lacking that match fitness, right? He looks a bit lost sometimes at certain periods of the game. So he's been a bit disappointing because I hold him to very high expectations. He's a really good player.
True.
Yep. So some people in the comments are saying that put Song in the middle, why Shawa in the middle? I think we are kind of saying like a striker deployed as a striker, right?
I mean, if he goes for the same 3-5-2, then I guess so.
Yeah. 3-5-2 with Shawal and sorry, to go back to the point, Aiman, do you think that Shawal, Anwar and Song up front should be the move going forward? What do you think? It's good because you are a Sailors fan as well. So at least you see Song's gameplay more.
Yeah. I'm going as much as I want to go in as a Sailors fan, but I think as a national fan, I think it's best we keep one of them freshen up for the second half and make sure we tire them out for the second half. So best to get America to start. Then whoever's the sub will be the key difference in the second half. That's all I can say. It doesn't matter if it's Shawa Anwar or Song Hee-yong. Both have pace. Both have what it takes to tire out the opposition. We can see that in the AFF games lately, So I think we play smartly and hopefully it will work out. That's all.
Fair. Murph, your thoughts? Up front, who should we start off? Shawal and Song, or maybe Shawal, Amy?
This is controversial for Hougang fans. I feel that Amy cannot be someone who's isolated. He's totally ineffectual without support. He's not someone who will bomb down the wings. He's someone who can link up play. But if we're gonna play the soak and strike strategy, right, and we start off with Amy, then I hope Amy has the lungs to press in defense from the front. If we start him. But yeah, I'm actually. I mean, the game killer would be an early goal for Malaysia, actually, if you ask my opinion.
Yeah.
If we can soak them up, yes, I think Shawal Anwar is going to be our undisputed ace. Song should stay on the whole game, I feel. If he can tahan lah. I mean, like what you said, he just came back from injury, so.
It could possibly not be a because I can see why Nishigaya is kind of I think that second half cameo that he had in the Vietnam game, I think is to prepare him for a full 90 minutes preparation for the Malaysia game. So we'll see whether he can hold up for that whole 90 minutes. I think there's left to be seen tomorrow, right? Sorry, go ahead, Murph. Yeah.
No, I was thinking the key is still our defense. Yeah. Are we going to play 3-5-2 and tire out the two wingers in the midfield? Are we going to play 5-3-2? I don't know if any of you grew up in the Malaysia Cup era. 5-3-2 was our well-known. I don't know why 5-3-2. It's always 5, not 4-4-2. Because then the middle one, right, is called the sweeper. Nowadays, do they play a sweeper?
Zhang Zhong. Zhang Zhong played that position.
Before that is Department Nathan.
Zhang Zhong, let me see, Tong Hai and Borhan, the late Borhan.
Borhan was stoppers. So
Yeah.
what happened was they played a sweeper system where they didn't care for offside traps. There was no flat for there's always one defender behind to stop any foraging run. Yeah, true.
Yeah.
So that's the old style system. Nowadays, modern football, they don't do that anymore. I'm just wondering whether we're going to have a flat five with Haris, right, getting ready to sweep up. Haris is a sweeper, basically.
Yeah.
Haris
Basically, he's transitioning to be our sweeper. You're right, Murph, you're right.
Yeah.
Maybe we can segue. Murph has actually segued us nice to the next topic, which is actually our defense, right? Our defense is going to be crucial. You guys saw in the Vietnam game, I think Nishikaya got his tactics right. I would say big up to Irfan, Haris Harun, and Shakir Hamzah that held the line really well. Even Shakir Hamzah, he had quite a torrid time against Myanmar, but he bounced back really nicely, because he didn't start against Laos. Didn't play, right, if I'm not wrong?
Yeah, Josh started.
Yeah, Josh, JP21 started at the back. So, Shakir Hamzah coming back for Vietnam was fantastic. Do you think that we are going to rotate with the same back three or back five, like what Murph said? Sel, what are your thoughts? Do we continue with the Shakir Hamzah, Irfan Fandi, and Haris Harun partnership at the back?
I mean, just keep the same defense. It's tried and tested. If they can hold against Vietnam, why can't they hold back against Malaysia?
Yeah.
I think we have a better chance, man.
Fair. All right. And Aiman, your thoughts about the back three?
I agree with Sal on this one. I mean, if you compare the games like the Vietnam against Malaysia and Vietnam against Singapore, if we can keep Vietnam at bay, I think we can keep Malaysia at bay. But the only difference is, I think, with the players we have on the midfield and the attack to back up our defense, I think compared to the game against Vietnam, we are not only able to keep our defense strong, but also we can counter and give them electric shock.
Yeah. The kind of mindset that we can go into the game, right? Murph, your thoughts about the back three? I mean, you kind of alluded.
This is not a four-man defense or five-man defense. This is a 9-man, 10-man defense even. Yeah. Why? Because we have to play team defense. We play as a compact unit. All 11 players move as one, and that means
pressing as well. Don't forget about the pressing. I think we have to press
front, press back.
Yeah.
That means our players really have to give out that, or like at the end of 90 minutes, flat out. And hopefully when they fall flat out, they are flat out happy and we got our draw or win I'm really as I said, right, it can go either way. An early Malaysian goal would more likely kill us. Of course, we can still fight back, but if we frustrate them, I would say we have a great chance to get our draw or win.
Yeah. I think just now Josh also said earlier on, right? If we can hold out and then maybe the first half is 0-0 or we don't concede a goal, right? I think as the time goes on, our chances get even better and even better, like what Murph is alluding to, right? We'll keep frustrating the Malaysians, and then that's where Shawar Anwar counter-attacking football, maybe we can catch them slipping a bit, and we've got a great counter-attacking football style that threats that we have. Josh, your thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, why fix what's not broken, right? So it worked so well, Shakir, Haris, and Irfan at the back against Vietnam, so shouldn't change it. But I did think, against Vietnam, I'm not sure what you thought, the left side was where Vietnam actually threatened the most. Yes. Shakir and Chris, the balls in behind. So I think that's something we got to watch out for. I thought, Irfan, Haris, and Raihan were the best defenders out there against Vietnam.
Yeah. All right. So before we move on, okay, there's 46 people tuning. Big up to everyone. Thank you so much. This is an open discussion. We're gonna have more of this in the future. We have friends from the community. They can come on. They can share their piece. So without further ado, what is there anything that you guys want to promote? Your own. I'm sure Murph and Sal, you want to talk about the Hools a bit. I'm sure you can go ahead. Aiman, you can talk about your own blogs. If you want to subscribe, go ahead. Maybe pass the time over to Aiman first. Go ahead. You want to share? Yeah. Thank you guys for coming onto the stream. Yeah.
No, it's okay. I'm gonna let the experienced go for it first. I would love to hear and learn more from them.
No, please. Aiman, just go. No, we are gonna be like this. Go ahead. Please,
okay. I think what Singapore, the national team, has taught me is that a good team is not based on just victories, but also on good morals. And I think that the fact that we keep ourselves humble not only puts ourselves at the top in a way, but also like we give them the mental game that we didn't even try to attempt. But at the same time, we frustrated them. Like how we frustrated the Myanmar team, we frustrated the Vietnam team, and we now frustrate the Malaysia team. So yeah, I think if we keep up with this moral, I think tomorrow not only we're able to see Bukit Jalil gone silent library, but also it will be one of our best days moving into a new year.
Yeah,
So yeah, yeah, really, I really love the good morals from our national team. Big kudos to all of them for keeping their cool regardless. Well, a bit not really from Shaki Hamzah, but still, I think all keep themselves together as a team, and really, I'm really proud of them. Watching at home, and the fact that like I'm proud to call myself a Singaporean fan, and it's just a mind-blowing experience regardless where, when, and how. So indeed it is a blessing that I am truly grateful of. So yeah, and I hope to continue to support not only just national team but also the local leagues too.
Yeah. Okay, so Aiman, that was a fantastic speech, but I just wanted to say that to promote your own channel, right? Aiman has a fantastic vlog channel. Yeah.
Oh, okay,
Do a shout out. Yeah.
Oh yeah, so what I'm doing moving to the next season, I'll be doing I'll be continuing with my vlogs, but with a slight twist and spice in it, because I want to get more fans involved too. So for those Sailor fans who are watching in this live, and if you guys want to be involved in it, don't be scared. Just come to me, and I'll get you guys involved in the vlogs, because supporting a local league is better when everyone is involved rather than just one man show.
Yeah, absolutely. So do check out Aiman's channel. He's one of the, when I started doing vlogs as well, I took cue from Aiman as well. So you've been also a big inspiration for us as well. So it's about building the community together. You help me out, I help you out. That's what it's all about, and we can grow the scene together. All right, so Sel and Murph, take it away.
Okay,
You want to
so
talk about?
I will let you talk about Hougang. I want to give a shout out.
I talked already the last chat.
Alright.
So you do it, man.
I'm not going to bring out Hougang first. I'm going to just give a shout out to not just the goal difference community, bring together Singapore local fans, and even other fans who don't happen to follow local football. There is this group that I want to give a shout out lah. Okay, this guy is a friend of mine. His name is Zhu. He formed a band that celebrates oi punk rock lah. Okay, his band is called Secret Army, Lion City Secret Army. So he comes out with merchandises like this. Yeah. So if you, and this is just one of many fantastic shirts celebrating terrace culture lah. So well, if you want to check out, just go to Instagram and type in Secret Army Lion City. I think you should be able to find his page.
Nice. Yeah. Is this the same guy that talked about with the black Singapore, the black jersey,
Yes.
the Singapore blackout?
Yes, that's
Okay,
the same guy.
yeah, because that was a freaking nice. When you showed me live, I was just like, damn, that's a super nice jersey, man. Like a apparel. It wasn't a jersey, it's a dry fit material, right?
Yes, it's dry fit.
So yeah, I can consider it a jersey. It was very, very nice. It's like a blackout. Yeah,
I'm not sure whether they still have my friends still have in stock or not. But you can ask him. Go to his IGs, DM him.
Cool. One more time, what's the channel again? Then we get the channel in the chat. Yeah.
I mean, I don't know what's his IG handler. I mean, I can search for it now and then I type it into the chat.
Yeah, exactly. All right. So Sel just now rightly alluded that previous stream he talked about the Who's, but yeah, maybe just a short word about the Who's. You guys are quite instrumental in the local scene. So
actually, everyone knows the Who's. I mean, I don't need to promote them. I mean, as usual, you just if you guys need to support a local team, right, just get some friends and then just go to the nearest stadium and support. And by the way, the shirts that most of the Singa Brigade wore, the Satu Nada, you can actually buy it from Shopee actually. So you go to Shopee, you just put Satu Nada, then the t-shirt will come out.
Yeah, I think that's a good
Yeah.
way to, if you don't want to spend too much on the Singapore jersey, the Satu Nada shirt is also a very, very great alternative, right? Shows the true spirit of Singapore. If you want to rep our country at the games as well, right?
Not sure if you
Yeah,
can
man.
see the comments that I typed into the StreamYard. I put in both the links. Can you see it?
Okay, yeah, I got you. Okay, let me copy and paste it. Yep. Thanks for highlighting it, that Murph. All right, so let me send the first one. So like what Sal just alluded to, right? The link that I just sent is the Satu Nada shirt on Shopee. So please go check out. I follow the Satu Nada channel. I think the sizes are actually running out quite fast, right? So it goes to show that
No
there's
more
a
reprint.
good,
This is
no more
running
reprint
out.
as well.
Once it's run out, no more reprint.
Exactly. So do check out. See, hopefully your sizes are still available, and guys can get yourself. Even if it's not available, maybe you can get a size bigger and wear it. It's still
Yeah,
represent
man.
our country well. Yeah. All right. So that's the first link. Second link I'm going to post is the. Yeah, Secret Army Lion City, which is what Murph alluded to earlier on. Is his friend and Murph. Sorry, maybe you could stand up again and show the stream. Look at that shirt. Beautiful. Yep. And then also you can go and check out his other merch. It's through Secret Army Lion City. They got very, very beautiful merchandise. Do check them out. All right. Awesome. Yeah. So Riyadh said go and support Riyadh's Satu Nada shirt as well. Okay. So I just wanted to ask you, right, guys. I think this is more for Sal and Murph.
Actually have it here.
There you go. Nice. Look at it. Sick, sir.
Hey, that looks nice, man.
Yeah, it's damn sick. It's really damn
Adidas
sick.
stock. Serious is on the Adidas stock.
Yeah, that's the whole point, right? The Adidas stripes, it looks really, really good. Really, really good. Yeah. So Confederate said just buy S size, wear like a crop top. Yeah, then Kel said very nice merch. All right, so let's wait. There you go. So Murph has another very, very, look at that jersey. Making me jealous, every time, wow, terrible, man, making me jealous. But it's a very, what's the run again? 150 or 200?
150. This shirt I have is edition number 81 out of 150.
Yeah, my 111, man.
111, nice. I think my other one is 005 out of 100.
Yeah,
is it?
Look at that. Beautiful jersey, man. History.
Mine ain't much, but why not?
gotta plug the sailors, a little bit of the sailors. I hope that, one hope that I have, right, is I think Singapore Premier League jerseys this past year has been fantastic. All the clubs have been really, really nice, I gotta say. Tanjong Pagar, Hougang, Geylang, sailors, I think they're all really, really nice, right? So, maybe they can keep up with the even Balestier as well. Yeah, only young lads like the Singapore national standard kid. All right. So actually I wanted to ask you guys, right? Like maybe to this is more for the casuals, right? If let's just say I'm a new fan here and I want to go into a Hougang game and support the Wolves, right? Or like, how is there any way we can like approach you guys or like a bit more like not say friendly experience, like if I'm very interested to go to a game and I want to experience what is it like to be a part of the fan group, is there a way for you guys to reach out to these people?
So you want to say that or do I say it?
Actually, you can just come to us. If you just want to join us, at first, I mean, maybe you are too shy. You can just sit beside. I mean, we have a lot of fans like that who in the beginning they just sit at the side. Then after that, as time goes on, they just come in. I mean, this year we have a lot of new people coming in. I think schools have grown almost a double this year. So yeah, I'm thankful for the youth people to come in. And continue the journey as schools, man.
Yeah, my own side took one girl. I'm trying to get her into the Hougang youth crew.
Nice.
Good friends within there.
Yeah. Good. It's about building the, we build the community and then also the youth, we can try and get them to come at the games as well. Okay, so all right. So by the way, because I think this is a good topic, maybe I can just bring up Kim is here. I interviewed Kimmy from the Jack Force after the Singapore Vietnam. He's part of the Singer Brigade as well. Thanks for tuning in. He's a proud fan of the Jack Force. He's also going through he runs the Tanjong Pagar fan club. So do check out Tanjong Pagar. They are a really good club. Historically one of the it's quite a very, very historical club at the end of the day. Come join Kimmy at TPU. I ain't gonna buy. So Aiman, right? What are your thoughts? If let's just say I'm a new casual fan, I want to go and see a Sailors game, and I see you guys, I want to join you. Is there a way like I can approach you guys? Maybe you can share some insights.
I mean, it maybe it's easier said than done, but like those, like including you guys, if you guys want to join and like I don't know, like sit with us and chat along with us, the door's always open. I myself am welcome. I welcome new fans and experienced fans, regardless where they are. Just as long as you play a part in supporting local football. Doesn't matter if it's Lion City Sailors. I myself will be very happy, because like it takes so much courage, to uh try to join us, and like that itself, right, is really brave from them. There's couple of examples out there, and I want to give a small shout out to them too, because they really want to be part of the movement, and I think all this everyone deserves to be in the front lines of the support, and they deserve to be call out for the good things. So those who wants to join, the doors open. Just come and say hi and just chat along. You know, it'll be a benefit of all.
Awesome. Yeah, because why I brought this topic up is because I don't know. I mean, you guys are in the chat as well. I don't know whether you saw I was trying to say like how we can attract more casuals into the game, right? And then I'm sure that I did talk to some fans, right? And they say that hey, the atmosphere that the Hools provide, the atmosphere that you guys at the Sailors game, is very contagious, right? Infectious.
Yes, Uncle Sal,
But sometimes also maybe they feel a bit like, you can't blame them as well, because you guys to make this kind of atmosphere is going to be a bit exclusive, right? Because it feels good to be like a group, and then you guys chant on and have a good time at the games, but maybe there are some fans that actually want to be part of it and also maybe contribute to the group as well, which we may not, especially in a conservative society in Singapore, not everyone's way of contributing is to be a bit gung-ho, if I lack of a better word, right? Maybe they have other ways to contribute, right? Maybe on a back end way, maybe some feedback also for the club, for the groups. So I thought maybe this would be a good way to address this. Maybe in the future, all clubs can also have this a good communication channel, go at the stadiums to attract the newcomers and also be a bit inclusive for the whole community. That's in the bigger scale of things, but I'm so appreciative, man. The Hools, when I did the vlog at the Hougang against Albrecht semi-finals in the Singapore Cup.
What a vlog!
Walao, y'all, I tell you, it was so contagious, right? In my mind, right, I was like, okay, I met David as well. We alluded to it in the offline, right? David is also part of the Hools. Like, he's not there with in
Arsenal
the chanting and all. Yeah, Arsenal fan, but he's at the game since like 7 years. He's been watching Singapore games at Hougang, especially supporting. So big up to David and his son Lucas. Just a little storytelling from me. I did the vlog. I was like, okay, I'm gonna take more highlights here and there. Then you guys were chanting from the get-go. I was like, okay, this is good content, right? So I put my camera on. Then I realized like you went on and on and on and on. I just like, holy cow! My hand was literally tired. I was just like, oh my
Terrace
god.
culture.
Yeah. The support was intense, and then I predicted a Hougang win, right? But I tell you, your support, right, was the reason why you guys won 4-2, man. Legit. I only expected a 2-1 victory, but yeah, you guys made the difference. Yep.
Yeah, I gotta give kudos to the Who's for that.
Thanks, man. Wow.
I
remember.
Go ahead.
Your subsequent vlog, right? I think it was the final. The highlight of that vlog was you starting to chant with United all the way, and then Eddie was saying, you never walk again.
I've always said, like Murph and I, we play music, right? We all love music, and if the chant is good, like
complete guitarist also.
Yeah. So Sal and I were saying the previous stream that we want to go and jam soon and whatnot, right? So so as I was saying, like it's just the vibes is good, the as long as the music is good. Hougang Sampai Mati is actually a damn nice song, it's so addictive to listen to, so I really love it. I
mentioned in a previous video made, right? That I wrote that song actually as a tribute to my auntie who passed on. She was a accomplished jazz pianist, so it's meant to be a jazz song. Turned out to be a bad terrorist chant. Lyrics, right? I sought Sal's help. Sal filled in a lot of the lyrics.
Fantastic.
Yeah, I mean,
so it's all about
chorus.
See, you guys have really helped each other to create such a masterpiece, and then it was fantastic when you guys won that semi-finals, right? Then the stadium was playing the song, the whole crowd was going crazy, mental, right? And then the players, what's the nicest thing? The players went up to you all and also chanted you all at the end of the game, which was very heartwarming. It was really, really good to see. All right, so before we continue with this discussion, I just want to say that Josh has to go off soon. So
thanks, Josh.
Yeah, any last words from Josh before he heads off?
Yeah, going off because work to do, work tomorrow. So it's been nice, chatting around the last 2 hours. Nice meeting you again, Sal.
I hope you don't live on the other side of the island.
Yeah.
You live by not?
Yeah. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, and Aiman, I haven't met in person yet, so hopefully one day. And yeah, of course, everyone watching here, hopefully Singapore puts out a very good performance tomorrow. Or even if the performance is bad, hopefully it's enough to get us through to the semi-finals. And we'll be watching at the stadium this weekend.
Yep. All right, so Josh will slowly make his way out, transition out the show. Right, I will continue.
Yeah, you can continue and have a good stream. I'll probably catch it at home once I reach home. Yeah, see you all. Take care.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Awesome. So, okay, I'll probably give me the usual. Okay, so I'll continue the stream. See you, Josh. Anyway, okay.
Is it okay if I continue to say one thing from Josh?
Go ahead.
That if let's say we don't clear the hurdle, we falter, I want to make an exhortation saying that, hey, don't give up on our boys long term. This is a long term journey.
Yes.
Yeah. Even if some of the boys are gonna that's what happened in 2010. 2010, right? There was a big fiasco how we failed to beat Philippines and we were bundled out. That's football. We win some, we lose some. But the response from Singaporeans was abysmal, no? Virtually everyone gave up on the Lions. Do you remember, Sal, that's how we founded LATW?
Yeah, man.
The first game was after that, right? Was only 6 months after. If I'm not wrong, April.
Yeah.
Remember 2011 April? That's when we formed LATW. We beat Maldives 4-0 lah, but that was a good recovery lah. But I tell you, stadium was so few people. It took the few of us to start our chance. That's how LATW then was founded. Yeah,
I mean, we also face a lot of things that Singapore fans are like, the expectations. They expect us to play to beat the Southeast Asia teams less like that. Which is man. No other teams are building up while we we kind of stagnated after the 2012 win actually. So for us, I mean, just manage your expectations and we are currently doing a project there where we are going to nurture some talents from schools, then after that build it up and then play some age groups. I mean, you have to wait for at least 5 to 6 years to
it's a journey,
see the fruits of the results. Yeah, that's why it's not that we are not doing anything. We are trying to do something. At least after the late Lim Kia Tong took over, I mean, our football football fraternity, start to build up something. So I mean, just wait for it, man. Yeah.
I think just to hitch on to your point, it's all about what Murph said, it's the journey. It takes time. It's not like instant success. Okay, let's build something and then whoop, tomorrow you get everything, results and everything. No, it takes time to touch base with the community, to build. It's a lot of communication, a lot of work that goes behind the scenes, which a lot of people do not see. Right? This is the sad thing about it. And what to Murph's point, I just want to add on as well. I think for me, this is just I just share a little bit of myself. The reason why I got back to football in Singapore is because of the Suzuki Cup last year. After the valiant effort that Singapore put up against Indonesia, it got me thinking hey, yes, Singapore football is not going to be the best in terms of quality and whatnot, but if the passion is there, our own blood, we have shown this kind of performance on the pitch, right? I need to go back to and watch and give it the benefit of the doubt and invest the time. And when I went back, I think it was a good time for me because I think a lot of the SPL also improved the coverage, free live streaming on YouTube, marketing was way better on their end, and then it appealed to me. I was like, hey guys, this is actually solid marketing, and and now that's when I started to reach out to more people, and hence what this domino effect meet Sal, meet Murph, meet Aiman, all this kind of you guys that have been doing it for so many years. So I really do appreciate. I'm like the new kid on the block, but this is I just trying to build this community to reach to newer heights. And like what Murph said, it's the momentum, right? whatever happens tomorrow, if we lose, let's just say we gonna hammer 5-0, right? I hope that we hope I can say very confident. We hope that you guys will just like, oh yeah, you know what, Singapore is crap, then don't watch football again. No, I think we need to rally behind the boys. Go and watch your local games. There is talent, and there is atmosphere to build in Singapore.
Singapore Brigade will be constant. Whether we lose 5-0 or we win 5-0 is a constant.
Yes, yeah. Which you guys have proved it for how many years, and you guys have showed up in numbers. Every time Singapore plays, you guys are there. I went to do more research, right? Because I went to research like older vlogs, like even Aiman's vlog, 3 years ago, 4 years ago, older vlogs, older coverage of the Singapore Brigade. It goes to show. I see the familiar faces. It's like you guys are just getting older. It's like a very nice touch, I see Sel, I see Mer, I see the younger side of you. I'm just like, hey, I reckon, hey, there's Sel from you, 5 years ago, and it feels good. It feels good to see that you guys are still carrying on the torch, right? So that's
my dream is when I reach 80 or 90 years old, I'm still actually swinging my scarf lah.
Yeah.
For Hougang, for the Lions. Lions still I die.
Lions still I die. Yeah. Okay, so with that being said, okay, just want to give a disclaimer. If you guys need to leave anytime, just let me know. Feel free to go ahead and leave, right? If not, we'll just stay on. Topics wise, I sometimes I will try and give some topics here and there for us to talk about lah. Yeah. I'm hearing a big show entrance in the behind the scene. Who's that? Is that someone?
That was my brother. Don't mind me.
Okay.
That was my bro.
No worries. All right, so maybe the next talking point will be I'll just address some comments, and then you guys feel free to say your piece, if so that we can have some engagement with the community, right? So let's see, is there any bigger? Okay, so we did miss out quite a lot of the. Just now we talked about song in upfront. I think everyone has quite differing views, which is good to see, right? Everyone has their opinions on whether should we play song at the top, maybe play Amy Reka, starting Amy Reka, this kind of thing. That's good discussion. That was very good. Because sometimes I feel like it's a bit like if we all have the same talking points, right, or like the same agreement, then it's like, why are we talking? It's good to have different points of view. Yep. Okay, so let's see. There's one comment that I wanted to highlight. So yeah, so Murph, you did say that you shout out to Eddie. Thanks for shouting out Eddie. Eddie is also a very instrumental part of the community, right? Sailor Fan Talk. Please do check him out. Definitely, Eddie and I are in the works of doing a Sailors preview show for the upcoming season, which definitely Aiman can be a part of in the future. I will keep in touch with everyone. No worries.
This is the one we come in, and this is the one we give differing views.
That's the one. Yeah, y'all. It's time to give Eddie a hard time, right? Got to give him a hard time. Put him on the spot. Yeah. So, I wanted to ask this also. Yeah, how do I join Ultra Eagles? Right. I have no clue, right? I want to. I've not really touched base with any of the Eagles fans yet. Maybe I'll.
You just go over there and then just have a talk with them. I mean, they are also there, for almost every games. I mean, you want to join, can just come over and just talk to one of them. I mean, they are quite friendly also. I know some of them there, so. You can just approach them and just join in. I mean, they are willing to have more manpower there. And
not sure whether Brandon is approaching one or two specific persons. If you want to introduce, there's one guy I can't remember his name.
Maybe Fidaus is still there. Fidaus is still there. Then our good friend is also still there. I mean, you can just talk to them and join in.
Yeah. So I'll definitely, because you see. Just to digress a bit, right? It's easier for me now because I've got a channel, I've got something going, so it's easy to. So it's like if I was like completely just a Singaporean that's, hey, I want to watch some local football. It's a bit hard to. Sometimes a bit hard to initiate conversation as well. So hence why I asked you all earlier on, right? Maybe both sides have to work together to not even the groups, the clubs, and also the fans. Maybe there's a way to connect you guys better. Because I feel like when I the Singapore games, like so far I watched the Hougang semi-final, the Singapore Cup final. I watched a lot of Albirex and Sailors game. Sorry, Aiman. Every time I go to a Sailors game, you guys lose. So I'm the jinx. Joshua and I, I watched the Sailors
keep going.
4 times and they lost. No, 5 times. I watched Sailors and they lost all 5 times. So sorry, Aiman. I think Eddie did say that he wants to kick me out of the stadium when he sees me next time at the Sailors game. So
nah, it's fine, man.
Anyways,
it's all good.
So definitely we can try, because as I said earlier on, in a conservative society, I don't expect a random guy to just go up and say, hi, I want to join the group. So maybe we can work towards better engagement to the fans.
I mean, for us Hools, right, it's different. I mean, for us Hools, we, myself, Elvin, Murph, and sometimes the other Hools, we just reach out to other people. Anybody who's interested, suddenly a new face turn up, we just come up to him and say, hey, hi, how are you, man? You want to join us singing? If they don't join, then after that, I mean, we let them sit near us and then see, give them about 3 to 5 games to warm up. Just this one. But most of the time, they just come up to us and say, you want to join, you can or not. So usually it's like a group of 5, a group of 6 will come in, and they say, just join, man. I mean, the Hools have seen lots of faces come and go. So we got last time we used to have a lot of Australians, a lot of French people coming in. I mean, we made a lot of friends who was passing by Singapore and stayed in Singapore for 3 months and supported us. I mean, those are the times, we seen the Who's building up, as time goes on. So I mean, if number one is you need to take initiative, and number 2 is, if we come to you, right, just don't run away. I mean, there's always we are not the type of fans who want to find a fight. I mean, we might be fierce, in the stadiums, but after 90 minutes, that's it, man. I'm still have a job. I mean, Murph still have his wife and his children. I mean, we still have our own lives. I mean, we are not fighting for fight. We are not those casuals in Indonesia or Malaysia, who just want to scare people and put in violence.
I think so. I think that's the Sel, you are absolutely right. Like, now that I know you guys better, maybe I give some personal experience, then you guys can see where I'm coming from. Like, before I started the goal difference, right, and I see you guys, right, I actually had that pre-notion, like, I think you guys are like, not say friendly, just like I feel like a bit left out if I were to join you, because I'm just one guy, right? It feels that I have this like no confidence, basically. Maybe not the right term, but I'm towards that direction.
I got the idea.
Yeah, so maybe like I don't know, like a poster or like a social media post or like something where someone can like someone that can be in charge of like going around the stadiums, like, oh hi, like being part of this kind of like fan engagement, Again, this is just a suggestion on my part. I may be wrong, because you guys have been doing it for so many years. Maybe you've been doing it and there's also like a pros and cons kind of thing, right? This is just on top of my head what I'm thinking. But
from the very beginning to now, right? Sal and I alternated between reaching out, between setting our stuff, our banners, our drums, everything, to focusing on social media. I think we have cycles. Then we get tired. We need a break. Then the young ones take over. I mean, I really want to give a shout out to you all may not know him, Taufik, Dean, Zuraimi, and many others, but mainly when these 3 guys came in and then they brought in their they shaped
efforts.
Yes, drumming, our outfit, everything. So it gives us terrace discipline and makes us united. So Taufik is also the gate 3 drummer, so you probably seen him. He also plays for Secret Army in drums occasionally.
Wow. Okay. Cool.
So really brilliant guy. He's also the drummer for Singer Brigade. So because of him, that one person, right, he's my good friend, our musicality really shoot up, because Sal and I, we are more guitarists than drummers. Remember Sal?
We are more emo than fierce. You want me to compose song later become Jiwang? I don't like.
I
can imagine.
Because as a musician, I also must be very tight. Band must be tight. Also in the terrace must be tight, that kind of thing. But that's the music side of me. So, but the passion side of us, I mean, Taufik brought both, and I'm grateful.
That's good. That's good. You see, I think that's what Murph's point, right? Like sometimes it needs a sense of not resurgence, like a outside spark to come in, and then you guys can like re-energize and refocus, because it's very difficult when you guys are going at it every week, or like the years goes on, and then sometimes like okay, then you see this new sense of energy coming. It's like, oh yeah, now we can rally around this new energy, right? It's good to see.
As long as we don't lose our values, that's what I'm saying.
Correct. That's very important. Yeah, that's very true. Okay, so I just want to talk about so Confederal, right? Part of Singer Brigade as well. You know, the day I bumped into him, he great interview with him, and then he said that yes, our nearest football stadium should be like a place where we can run away from the realities of work and relax, make friends. Absolutely right. You know, it's like a escape. It's like an escape, right, from reality.
That's
for
what
90
UK
minutes.
terrace culture is all about. I mean, they after working from the factories, all these, then Saturday Sunday they just come for games. That's
Unless
what
you're
the
Millwall.
UK football culture is all about.
Millwall is a
Yeah.
different. There's a whole different.
Millwall is rebel. You know, they come to fight. No,
Wow,
That's
those
how most of the UK clubs are formed. You see, like West Ham, they are
Yeah.
formed by the iron mills.
Yeah.
Sheffield, who is famous for their steel mills. That's why you have the blades
shipping.
for Sheffield
Hammer.
United. I mean, yeah, that's all the culture, you see.
That's true.
It's true.
Historic.
It's very true because it's like you know, I went to watch West Ham play this year, then I went to dig up more history as well. Like what Sal rightly pointed out, right? It's actually West Ham was like for the lower end people, right, to gather around every weekend to watch something, and then you see the support, and that's why you see East London. I was so surprised, you know. East London is full of West Ham fans. It's like literally West. It's like you can see, when you go to North London, right, you can see Spurs, Arsenal, even some Chelsea fans here, and then even Central London, you see a mix of you know, all the London clubs, right?
Chelsea, all this, yeah.
Yes, correct. Fulham, all this kind of, you know, QPR, all this. But when you go to East London, right, it's full West Ham. You know, I was like, holy cow, this is crazy, man. So,
Not really, yeah. There's a lot of Charlton fans also. Yeah.
Fair, but Charlton's also central as well. So, you know, but East
Yeah,
London
South
is really
East,
yeah. So East is really dominated by West Ham, and I was so surprised. And you know, that's why it's their Olympic Stadium, 60,000, they can fill it up every week. Do you guys know that West Ham is the most out of the 20 Premier League teams in the past 3 years, they are the highest average, like 99.2%, if I'm not wrong. They fill up the stadiums all the time.
Yep.
So that's very interesting too.
But on the other hand, I hear the lament of them feeling like they lose their original, you know, you remember at bowling ground?
At the bowling
Upton
ground.
Park?
Yeah, of course.
They lose that intimacy, you know,
I agree.
Yeah.
I was there, man.
But then their stadium is quite old already, so I understand
Upton
where
bowling
they
ground
come from.
Bowling ground was a bit outdated.
went
But
there
you see,
2011.
you know, like what, like, you probably experienced the live version of bowling ground, right? It's probably a
You watch West Ham 2, Man United 4, I remember.
2-4.
Last game?
Rooney scored hat trick. One of them is a penalty.
Yeah, one is a penalty. Yeah.
Halftime 2-0, if I remember. And then the West
2-0
Ham fans
down.
were taunting us. Walao, then we won 4-2.
Yeah. Okay, so that was Confedero's point. Like, you know, this football is an escape, you know, to hang out with friends, have a good time with your friends, and watch the game that we all love. Yeah. So I actually want to touch this point about Confedero. He said that Angmo different. They like to join a party, but with Singaporeans fans, they need a different approach. It won't be overnight, and sometimes the fan groups can go around the stadium to pull fans to cheer. Yep. I think this is what, that was what I was alluding to. But you know, I think there's the societal issues right now. I think Singapore and Asia, Southeast Asia, we are a bit more reserved. So sometimes, you know, if a fan group also goes up to you, maybe people are like, hey, no, don't come to me. I don't want to talk to you. You know, so it goes both ways, right? But then, like what I said, maybe better fan engagement. But as I said, it's a very dicey topic. You know, you do too much, people say, you're annoying, you're very irritating. Right? You do too little, then people like you will lose out some like fanfare. Like, hey, I want to join, but I don't know how to join. So it's like
I think throughout the whole process of hoping that we grow, right? I think the Who's one of our values is we grow in quality, not quantity. Like, as in the focus, not that we don't want quantity. It's more of like we do what we do best by supporting our players, not by growing. You know what I mean? Our focus is not come in, join us. Our focus is on, hey, you guys, we are here for you. And the growth should be natural. If Singaporeans don't join in, it's not like we can go up to them also. So
true.
The ones that join, remember how Houdin joined us, Sal? At the
he was initially at the corner, then we just come lah.
Come join. Then halftime he just join us. So and from there all the way, that was very early 2013, right?
2016.
The same year as Taufik coming. No, before that.
Yeah. It's around the same time. They most of them come around the same time.
Yeah. But Houdin definitely be earlier. Yeah.
Okay, so let me since Aiman's been quiet. Let me Yeah.
No,
I asked you a question now. Yeah, Iman.
no.
Yeah, I want to ask more about Sailors because Sailors are also quite a new, of course, originated from Home United and then now rebranded to Sailors. And then fair play to the Sailors, I think, because of
we are hate home you, we are hate home you.
So the Sailors, I just got to say, I think in attracting more casual, Sailors has done really, really well because of the injection of funds, the fanfare, it's good, right? So I'm sure, Aiman, you can say this better than me, right? I'm going to highlight to you, right? Like Sailors fans, you can see a lot of newer faces coming to the local scene, right? So how has that been for you and for the crew of attracting this kind of newer crowd coming in? Yeah, your thoughts.
Okay, I think I'm going to say it from the whole crew's point of view,
Yeah, of course.
Indeed, it felt somewhat easier to have fans come in, probably because we got lots of national team players. And like you said, I think like with the fun and like the fanfare all being involved, I think that also plays a huge part of attracting newer fans and some casual fans.
Yep.
But like to garner them, obviously it's not as easy,
Of course.
I remember the games where I attended. Like I myself, I tried to attract people, and it wasn't easy. So the best way that I can do from that point of view is just do the chant, and if people can follow along, they can follow along. If they can't, just clap along. And to make it even more crazy, there's the chest involved, just bang them. So yeah, like I agree with your point. Like for us, we managed to gather more fans than other clubs, but to have them to return,
That's the issue, lah.
that's the current issue. I think because I think to step into the new fans' point of view, right? They join because they want to see success, and as we all know, we are at a stage where we are not only losing funds but also we're losing key staff and players. So basically, like we're on like a new chapter. We're on a new phase of life, and I think going to the upcoming season, I think it will be a different story based on trying to get new fans and getting back the last season's supporters.
Yeah,
but
I think that's
for me, sorry.
Yeah, go ahead. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh my God, yeah. So yeah, I think for me, like for the crew to think towards the new season, I think what we can do is keep up with what we are able to do, and with the new fans, if they want to join along, the door's always open for them. And for the old fans, if we can convince them to sing along to and chant along to, it'll be great too. But we can't please everyone, obviously. So for my case, I think just enjoy the moment and enjoy football and just do what I can do to help contribute to local football. Like I myself got into local football and really got into like this kind of capo kind of stuff, like do chants and stuff like that. It's not only because of guys like Eddie, Ethan, etc. It's also because of the Who's. When I watch them on YouTube, they inspired me to start a movement and rally as much people as we can, even if we can't get every one of them.
No, but it's true. Like, I think that's very similar. Like, just now what Murph Cell said, the Holes, and then also like to your point, Aiman and the crew, is like, you can't please everyone, right? You're there to enjoy the game. You're there for the team. That's most important, right? The fan clubs for the team, right? And once you build the atmosphere, and then hopefully it's infectious enough, it's contagious enough, the league gains more recognition, and then that's where the fanfare will come in, right? And I like what Murph's point, right, is like, I think over the years you can see there's a bit more, like what Cell said, sorry, not Murph, Cell earlier on said that over the past year, there's actually quite a number of people coming into the showing more interest. So that's good to see, right? I think there's a shows tales of a growing sign of a league, a good league. You know, can be there's potential, right? And you know, I think Aiman, you guys are going to not say struggle. You guys are. It's a very tough predicament that you guys are in because, like, you know, you caught onto the wave. Right, you pointed out, right? But then now to retain them, that's the hard part, right? I think that's going to be a key issue for how sailors can kind of like retain the good numbers that you guys actually have. Because social media, you guys are actually good numbers, healthy numbers. Marketing is good. You know, I got to say, sailors, partly because of the money that they have a very good structure. Yes, so you see it as I'm sure like Murph, you know, the older crowd and those people who have been to Europe, you know, you can see how clubs are being run there. Sailors have that essence of structure there, right? Yes. In a bit from a fan's point of view, so people can see that resemblance, which is good. So it promotes fan engagement. However, if the football is not good on the pitch, or you know, like say some controversy, like right now the C group going up and down, that's where the fan retention could be the problem, right? So there's something that you guys have to work. I'm sure Eddie is going to be a bright mind. I'm sure he can think of some ideas here and there.
So, I mentioned what Eddie just commented, and I totally agree. The problem with a winning team.
Sorry, which comment is it, Murph? Maybe you can tell me?
Eddie said this. I see it as a good thing. I think he was referring to Aiman. Yes. Without the fair weather fans that just wants to, hey, winning team, hey, not winning already. What now? All the F come out. They dedicate energy to running down the players, the fans. So destructive. For what? Their ego. I don't know. All they want is to be associated with a winning team. That kind of culture, right, will work for one team if that one team keeps winning the league all the time and they have everything to boast. But why? As I said, football is winning and losing. Hougang, I mean, you know who stays on in Hougang? The ones that believe in, I journey with them all the way from the bottom all the way to the top. And now that we win the cup. Yeah, sorry, Sal.
I mean, we started out with 2010, man. When we started out 2010, Hougang only won 3 games. Not 3 games. Then after that, until 2016, then we saw, you know, the team winning more than 5 games per season. No, before that, we were winning like 4 games every season. And still, you know, the same faces coming.
Yes, and these faces are the ones that hold on to this value we hold dear. It's not about winning, losing. It's about it's something like I mean, I'm extreme. My point of view is extreme, so you don't have to take this point of view. Supporting a football team is like supporting your children. Because if let's say my child doesn't score well, or he plays in a sports tournament, say table tennis, and then he loses, do I say, "Walao, you lousy lah! You win first, then you come back to a house"? Do I say that? Does any parent say that? I mean, yeah, there are parents who say that. What do us as a society think of this kind of man? So what do us as a society think of this kind of fan who just say, "Hey, I just want a winning team. I jump to the next one." We all know one very famous guy. Soon we should mention him. He not winning only, he jumps to the next team and then insults that former team he supports. Come on, that's not what we want.
He's our lucky charm, actually. Whenever he say the other way, we will win. He will never support Hougang, but I love him for that, actually.
Yeah.
He was close to support.
Don't get him near Hougang Stadium anytime so I'll support.
So I mean, he can come, no problem. But then he always will predict against Hougang. So and I love him for it.
But the point is this is as I said supporting Hougang takes really deep guts, values. Now that we win a cup, right, and if let's say the winning streak continues, the next worry for Hougang hosts is what kind of fans is going to come. And I like what Eddie says. How do we weed out the fair weather fans? Do we want the team to lose? No. I mean, if they have a streak, the streak will go down unless the team really massively F up like for example, once Manchester United's Sir Alex Ferguson retires, so you see the entire structure is false, kind of thing. So
in a local context, the sailors are actually your kind of like your villain, right? Because they came in with the fanfare and then the new crowd come in, and then I would imagine like the local fans like, it's easy to root against the sailors, right? I mean like the other teams, right? Just for the fun, you know.
A lot of new fans support the sailors. In a way, I welcome that because you see the fair weather fans coming. But I tell you, I have massive respect for the times, right, when sailors drop, and then you see all the Eddie and Aiman stay on and Ethan. A lot there are a lot of good guys in sailors. These are the ones that I really respect.
Of course. You know, that's the backbone of the community for them, right? In each fan group, there's always the backbone of the community, and then that's how they can rally more of the true ones to stay on and then weather the bad storm, right? All hands on deck, for lack of a better term.
All hands on
Hey, but
Okay.
I don't want to point. I'm saying like as though like sailors are going through such a bad time. I mean, yes, they're going through some financial, but they're still got really good players, man. Kodai Tanaka signing, right? Maybe we can focus a bit. We can talk a little bit about the sailors right now, right? Maybe Aiman, what are your thoughts about sailors direction now? Maybe a short one.
Surprising. That's what I can say for the TC statement. Surprising because to back it up from the players that we lost, the fact that we get Odai, Tanaka, and Sao Anwar, I think these two will be game changers. Personally, seeing them in the team, it's unexpected because one, I don't see Shawa Anwar joining SCS. I don't. I see him as a guy that stays at Hougang for the upcoming season. Turns out I was wrong on that one. Zafan Rohaiza, not really surprising. I think he has played somewhat decent. I guess he deserves a place in the LCS squad. Kodai, a surprising one because one, I thought he was gonna stay at Albrecht. Turns out, there's rules about the Albrecht team, so I guess that's why he had to leave, and probably because he earns more money in LCS. That's why. But
Aiman, can I just suggest something? If you feel like you're wrong about a certain inclination, if you want a player, just say they're not going to come to the Sailors. Because you were wrong about Shawal, you were wrong about Kodai, and then look at whether you got the both of them. So whoever you want, maybe
it's surprising because I thought we were gonna get younger players because I think someone like Jacob Mahler should join LCS at this stage because he's ready. I think his NS spell is done. I think he should go to LCS to further hone his skills.
Yep.
But the fact that we got much better options, that itself just jaw dropping. I'm looking forward to what we can build with guys like a combination of Kodai, Maxim, and Diego Lopez together, or Shawa Anwar, Hafiz Noor on the wings. That would be a fresh new LCS in my personal opinion. But then again, as the fair weather fans would like to say, we only see the results and not the performance. But I think me and the crew would say otherwise. I'm looking forward to what LCS is gonna build up for 2023 season, and I can say the same thing for the other teams as well. They just come around and go and like lots of mix around. So I think it's gonna be one heck of a season ahead.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a heck of a season. How about it's kind of like a trade, right? Shawal goes to LCS and then Gabriel Kwak goes to Hougang, right? What are your thoughts, Sel, about the Hougang new signings and Murph as well? Maybe pass it to Sel first, then Murph.
I mean, for me, most of our players, for the past season has been scouted by the Sailors, so I'm not surprised they went there. I think we will see more of our current last season players, joining them in the coming weeks. But to tell you truthfully, I mean, for me, I've been in 13 years supporting for Hougang. I mean, we've seen a lot of good players going out. I mean, and the replacement are somewhat, sometimes good, sometimes bad. But for me right now, I mean, Fidao staying is really a good option. Really, I mean, he as I said earlier, he made me eat my words last season. To go on to the Singapore Cup final and won the trophy. As for the players, I mean, most of the players who played in the final last season have been staying for more than 3 years. So I think they are in the good years of their 30s already. Most of them, like people like Nazrul Nazari, Shawal Anwar is already in their 30s. I mean, if they are moving on to Lions T Sailors, I mean, it's their choice, man. We can't stop them. Yeah, and also it's for their
personal life, for their personal life.
Yeah, for their personal life. For your personal development. But for me, right now the team is still, still rebuilding. I mean, we have only a few players retaining, and a lot of people were questioning why are they taking up a successful team. I mean, yeah, to tell you truthfully, last season we did not have a good time in the league. We finished fifth, and the same we
To be honest, you all took
when
the fourth spot. To be honest,
yeah,
so sorry
when
to
when,
interrupt
when
you.
we our team supposed to finish like top three or second, even like that. But then I don't know what happened during the Singapore Cup. I think they wanted to have a good run on it, and give us the good gift. It was a very memorable experience. But for me, I mean, same thing. We have to reset back and build a new team. I mean, I heard some rumors of some players already signed. Hopefully, it's true. But then, I won't be like judging them now. I mean, season hasn't started yet. Hopefully, when season start, then it's the time that we see how the teams.
At this time, I just want to flex.
Oh, there's the winner's medal from the chairman himself, right?
Yes,
Yep.
Bill. I'm
Damn.
grateful.
Yeah, I saw in real life in the cafe football, right? And there's a beautiful. Wow,
It's
it
heavy,
felt really like sturdy. Yeah. Damn, it's really good.
It looks nice. I think it's way
The
better than
cup
this.
is quite heavy. The cup is like.
Look at what Iman is sharing. It's like
Show one more time. 1, 2, go.
Hey.
Closer.
That's like a participation. This is like your participation award.
So I thought it was the league
Congratulations, you
medal.
participate.
I thought league medal 2022. Wait, hold on.
Can I beat you? Can I beat you? World Cup, Champions League,
Yes.
and the Premier League.
Damn. When I went to Emirates this past April, right? They had the golden one. Oh my god, that looked like, because of the Invincible season. That was a beautiful one, right?
By the way, saw that trophy was touched by Salt Bay already, so zero value.
absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing. But it's all good banter here and there. So you see, like the thing about this upcoming season, I think my next point I wanted to address is that the fact that Sailors faltered, right? I think it's good for a lot of storylines going into the next season, right? Because to your point, Murph, it's like the fair weather fans, like what you're saying, like Eddie's point, right? If Sailors won again, then it's like last Sailors, the narrative will be still that they are like the kings to king of the mountain, right? But the fact that they fall off, right, it goes to show that they are also, it goes to show it's a really competitive league. It's not only just a one-sided. Yeah, so it's good for all it's good for the structure of the whole league, as coming from an outsider, like, oh wow. People are saying that Sailors are winning because of the money, but that's not necessarily true. You got Albrechts, you got Hougang that just won the Singapore Cup, shows that there is a competitive nature in this league. It's not only just like one team rules, like your Bayern Munich in Bundesliga, 10 Bundesliga, like 10 Meisterschafts in a row, Yeah, I mean, I could be wrong. Maybe it could be a hot take.
I'm happy for JDT, right? Seriously, because I guess they are our closest friends. Them winning 9 leagues in the Malaysian. Arguable, it's not supposed to be good because less competitive. But actually, you see Malaysian football developing.
Fair. But the JDT one, right, is I won't say it's an exception, but I gotta say that the effort that they're putting in is like
exceptional.
Exceptional. Really. From the get-go when Haris Harun was there, like I may be wrong here. Please correct me. You guys probably followed more. I only followed because Haris Harun was trying. I was like, oh wow, Haris Harun left to go to JDT, right? And then I saw what they signed, Pablo Aimar. They signed all these players, right? And then they had they had all this who was their technical director, another Argentinian guy.
That's our former. No, that's a technical director, later became CEO, but there's another Argentinian director. I can't remember.
Yeah,
also.
I can't remember, but yeah. So
Luciano Figueroa, is it?
I think so. Yeah, I think so. So like a more international name. So what they did was of course they had the money. That's without a doubt, right? But I think what was good was that they went on to hire international presence to bring the expertise over to Johor, which is good because like what to Mer's point, right? When JDT picked up the slack, right? Yes, to your point, it may sound contradicting. Yeah, they are dominating the league and whatnot, but because of their leading the way in that aspect. That's when the other the Singapore Super League, the Malaysian Super League teams can also build up their own infrastructure, which is fair play to them, man. It's really fair play to them.
So bring back best practices and then put pressure on the rest. I hope that when Lion City Sailors become privatized and it gives, what we want as a whole community, not just from a Hougang point of view, is that the best practices that are, I hope so, supposedly practiced in Lion City Sailors is then replicated, is then there's pressure on the chairman, rather than just I guess in a way getting rid of jackpot operations, right, forces the clubs to do so, whether they do or not. For all we know, Balestier may just simply fall. No jackpot already. Okay, gone. We don't know. We don't know, to be honest. I'm just giving an example. I'm not saying Balestier will. Okay, I hope Balestier stays on, to be honest.
Yeah, fair. So that Ian actually has a good point here. Is off topic. Is Geylang privatized? As of now, I don't think they're privatized yet. Because they've only joined an agreement with the City Group, which is just like a sponsor. You can call it like a sponsor. It's not like a management thing whatsoever. It's just friendly. They will share like a sessions together. They can go to Australia to go.
We have seen SAFFC sign what MOU with Borussia Dortmund. Tampines also signed MOU with Borussia Dortmund. All came to naught. I mean, for us, Hougang is like there's so much rumors. Our opinion is announced, then it's confirmed. No, what's the tagline? NANP, is it, bro? So no announcement, no party.
Yeah, no announcement, no party.
Latest Who's tagline? NANP, no announcement, no party.
Yeah, that's actually a good way to put it. Yeah, because don't celebrate too early. Just don't look into it so deep first. Let it play it out, right? Let it play it out and see whether it materialize in the coming years or even So okay, we are still live. We go. I intend to go for like a 3-hour show if you guys don't mind. Guys, please feel free to leave if you guys need to leave. By the way, just want to give you all some updates. This stream has reached 1,200 views. So that's
damn.
mental.
Thanks.
You guys are a big part of it. Thank you so much for this. Yeah, thank you so much for being part of this open discussion. More in the future for sure. The whole point of this venture and this series, right, is to highlight, give you all a platform for you all to say your piece. If it's anything that you guys want to address, and I just felt like there was no platform for us to really give yes, I'm not saying that this is a really big platform, but hopefully it'll grow to bigger numbers, and then we can let our voices be heard to the bigger community, wider community, right? So thank you guys. Without you guys, this is legitimate. The goal is nothing without you guys. The Who's, Aiman, the crew. I got to give a shout out. I always give I've always complimented the Who's for really supporting the page. I really do mean it. Thank you so much, guys. Sailors as well. I think Sailors, as of recent, the crew has been really supporting me as well. So I really do appreciate, because I've touched base with some of the crew members, and that's where we started to come a bit closer, which is good. So good for the fraternity of the goal difference. So I really do appreciate it. So let's see the last 20 minutes. Is there anything you guys want to talk about? So Ian said he needs to go to school. Just go off, Ian.
Tomorrow his first day of school, Sec 2, no.
I mean, some people.
I think Ian is same as Clovis lah. He prioritizes football over school.
That's good to hear.
Ian, give me your dad's number. I'm gonna call him.
Uncle Glenn, right? We met Uncle Glenn that day, right? We met Glenn. We met. It's so nice to meet Ian and Ian's dad at the watch parties. Some updates as well. I'm actually in touch with Cafe Football to do. Ask them about the rates and whatnot to see whether I can book Cafe Football for us to go and enjoy a football game together. All of us. Maybe we can get all of us, like similar to what we did that day at the Laos and Singapore game. Right? So future events. Yeah. I think it'll be good atmosphere for everyone to mingle around and know each other better. Yeah. Hey, my dad beside me lah. My dad.
Hi. I thought Hi, Glenn.
Hi.
Actually, I need to check on my girl. My girl also starting Sec 2 tomorrow. So one moment.
Dang.
Wow. So preach what you say, right? Preach what you say. All right. So let's see. I'm listening to Army tomorrow, but so Mr. KK, you're listening to Army. Hope BMT goes well for you, mate.
What do you?
Wadilo, Wadio.
Wow, Wadi,
Yeah,
I don't really soon, yeah.
yeah. All right, so let's see what time. Okay, yeah, let's aim for a 3-hour show, and then we'll call it a night. Yeah. So
nice.
let me see what other topics we can talk about. Yeah. So Singapore Causeway Derby. Is there any tips for me? Like Sal, I know offline you after the Vietnam game you told me some tips about what to look out for in Bukit Jalil and whatnot. But yeah, I just got to be a bit careful, right? Just down there, don't.
Yeah, I mean, you have to just be a bit careful over there because some fans are not like us.
Yeah.
Some fans are just there, just to find fight. That's it. They're like the Millwall boys. Okay. Just stay close to the main people.
Yeah.
That's it. And make sure you all stick together. Yeah. Just be safe.
Yeah, thanks. It's gonna be a feisty affair, legit. Like it's not like what I said, it's not a full stadium, but it's still 45. I think it's gonna be about 45,000 people. It's still gonna be it's something that Singapore's not used to playing because we are usually used to playing in front of 3,000, 6,000 people, right? The national team, and then now we're gonna play up against 45,000 people. It's gonna be a kind of hostile environment to put it very nicely.
My advice on air, I'll just type it into the
Sure.
Telegram. But essentially,
Sure.
right, my experience with that was, I believe, 2013, right, when LTW went up. We went to Shah Alam Stadium. Saul, were you there?
Yep.
The one where we were in the grandstand, yeah. So do you remember how there were some casuals, they came and then they somehow infiltrated into our segment.
Yeah.
They didn't find trouble. They just wanted to have fun.
No, I mean, because back then they have this agreement where they won't touch us. But I don't know about now.
Okay. Now,
Is there any
Faisal
difference?
already said no, that they have this agreement. They respect the hooks for sure. They do target one or two. I don't know why, but I hope it's not any rumors that's spread, but any bad will that's being done online. But at the end of the day, if you see anyone like this, right, they're wearing casuals, literally, they look like they're normal fans or wearing fashionable. If they 动手, right, just 动手 means they initiate any violence. Just stay in the group, protect each other. Okay.
Yeah.
My advice is assign if you can, right, assign people with phones okay, protect yourself.
Yeah.
Right, but by and large, right, but by and large, I think there are reasonable ones. Mostly they are reasonable.
Yeah, of course.
There will be bad hats. But I think the top boys among the casuals, they discourage as much. I mean, they somehow found trouble with other countries' fans Okay, but one other country fan. Do you remember Sal?
Indonesia.
Malaysia and Vietnam, that one. That was years
back. Vietnam, Indonesia is the number one. Right?
Yeah, Indonesia
number get along,
one.
Yeah.
But
Vietnam, I don't know
Singapore, they just want to be fiery, but by and large, I think both sides can be. If you're respectful,
I mean, for us, Singapore, they are used to us because we won't fight. We are not that big, We are not like 10,000, 20,000 people. If 10,000, 20,000 people, maybe they will find fault. But then most of us are like very peaceful fans, Only during our games, yes, we cheer, we fuck the players, we fuck all this, fuck that. But then after 90 minutes, I come to Aiman and shake hands,
One advice, just wear what you normally wear, the usual jersey or shirt. Don't wear casual. I think that's what KLCs are looking for. Okay, this is I'll just say it now. Just don't wear jackets. Okay, it's hot. So just for this game. Other than that, for our Jalan Besar, for our national team, we want to go in casual jackets, clobber.
Just keep your Stone Islands at home.
Keep your Stone Island home.
If can also, don't wear your Adidas also. Adidas shoes don't wear.
So you see.
Okay, you're right.
Yeah, so you see why I ask this on air is because like we're not saying like bad things about Malaysia or like whatever other countries not. Why I ask this just to make sure that we are clear about this is because when we as Singaporeans in the Singapore context, maybe next time we want to go to future games, so these are like people like Murph, people like Sel, the people who have ventured into other countries as well. This is good advice because sometimes as me, I've never been to a Singapore game overseas, right? So it's very foreign to me, and I hope that the casual fans can I'll probably clip this to also like maybe for future references. You can see like, okay, this is like legitimately good advice to make sure that these are signs to look out for. You know, for the common fans, these are just things that we do not think about. But you know, for you guys, you've seen the telling signs. Okay, what are the trolls? What are these people looking out for to disturb the casuals and like just football fans in general? You know, so it's very key to. Hence why I asked the question. It's good for a general knowledge. You know, so for people who are not so sure what to look out for. You know, these are good tips.
Just enjoy the show put up by Ultras Malaya. By the way, I have a lot of respect for the Ultras Malaya. Okay, video them. Yeah. I mean, whether they want to anjing or whatever, that's part of the banter. Honestly,
That's part of the culture.
Honestly, 2011, I was shocked that Singaporeans are so triggered by this. Singapore anjing, it's normal banter, right? I remember that time.
Yep.
That was our
No, the
response
funny thing is when they came over to us, they sell their keychain. Hey, you want to buy keychain or not? Then we were like standing with them, smoking with them, then squatting down, buy keychain, then the rest all behind the other fans, anjing. Then the Singapore was so triggered. I was like, it's part of the culture, man. If you can't take in the culture, then don't support football, watch golf.
Correct.
Right.
Those are they were not used to the culture, so that's why they wanted to shout back. You know, the typical Singaporean they can only talk, shout back. They won't. If let's say someone wants to whack them, they'll run away. They don't stand.
I mean, for me, it's simple. Just take in. I mean, when they sing Singapore anjing, I just stand there and then just see them walk only. That's all need. Some of them like, oh, come on. But if you don't fight, right, they don't come and hantam you one. No problem, man.
Majority won't.
So that's why it's it's gonna be a lovely. I mean, I'm gonna enjoy the atmosphere. It's been a while since I watched like freaking 45,000 people. Damn. You know, when I watch West Ham play, and I'm sure you guys know like the bigger games, right? Like the bigger stadiums, right? When the stadium erupts, right? It really erupts, man. West Ham as well. They love. West Ham. Yeah, have you watched a full Wembley stadium before, Mo?
I haven't, but when I went to visit, right, because there was stadium tour. Oh my gosh, the infrastructure is perfect. Really, the new one, not the one. The new one, they built, right, is perfect for that kind of.
Probably the feedback they got over the years, right, to build the culture. So that means England will probably have a very, very big advantage if they play a team in. But then again, with that being said, they lost to Italy in the Euros. Yeah. It's what a sad affair. But yeah, okay. So still got about 50 minutes. Anything else you guys want to talk about tomorrow's game? Anything to look out for? Anything to address? I
think we mainly talked about. Let's have a hypothetical discussion. I know this is premature. Of we made it to the semis. What will we do?
That's a very good. Okay, so let's assume the assumption is that we make it to the semis. We get a draw, right? Let's assume we get a draw. We finish second. We face Thailand, right? First leg, second leg. Sorry?
Second? Oh yeah, second face Thailand. You're right. Not Indonesia.
Yep.
Correct.
No, yeah.
Correct.
I rather face Thailand, man.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, leave the other semi-final between to play Silat. And let us play the proper football.
You say that in the chat, right? Oh no, you say that in the comments as well, right? Silat. Yeah. It's true. Maybe. Yeah. But before we go on, I just want to say I'm forever blowing bowls. That's one of my favorite chants in football. I love the song.
That's actually who's we early chants, right? We often do this, right?
Yeah.
It just
we shan't sing it because we bring down other clubs.
But it's a tribute to what the Green Street what what are they called again?
Green Street Hooligans, is it?
Green Street Hooligans, I think.
Yeah. So that's one of my favorite chants. I mean, You Never Walk Alone, Forever Blowing Bowls, those two iconic, man, to me, iconic. Anyways, so hypothetical, let's go into the hypothetical range, right? Because we already gave our review, we gave our preview, we gave our predictions, right? As Singaporeans, we definitely want Singapore to make it through, right? So let's talk about the hypothetical, right? We are confident, right? So let's go through that. So like what we mentioned, Thailand will be our opponents if we finish second and if we get the draw. Actually, wait, if we win Malaysia and if Vietnam loses to Myanmar, we get first, right?
Yes.
Oh my
You think it will happen?
Maybe
No. You have to look at the analysis. Of course, whether it happens or not, I think it's like less than 1%, but
Okay.
You know,
This one a quick analysis, but we'll probably talk about Thailand. Actually, I was thinking more in line of not talking about the opponent, but talking about what we as a community do. You know, what if Singapore is going to do? Are we going to go to the national stadium? I was thinking along those lines, but yeah, since we want to talk about Thailand, to face Indonesia, the most realistic scenario is Vietnam. Alamak, they have the super off day and they draw against Myanmar, and then we beat Malaysia. That's the only scenario I can think of. If not, 99%, if let's say we go through, is Thailand.
Yeah, Thailand. Okay, maybe we can talk about Thailand as like what they bring to the table, right? You get this team that they brought is not really the strongest team that Chanatip is not playing, right? Tirisil is getting older. I think it's probably his last Mitsubishi Cup, right? I mean, Timaton is still their captain. Their what they depend on. His balls are. I just watched the highlights of Thailand. Right? Oh my god, that guy is like, you can see like levels to the game. You know, he plays like left back, but it's actually a central mid for Thailand. So it goes to show that it's going to be a very dangerous side. But it's good experience as well. Hopefully, I also hope that like our younger players, if let's just assume that we do not get the results we get in the semi-finals, first leg and second leg, maybe it's good tryouts for the transitional players to go on the pitch, like maybe like your Hami Shahin, your Shashara in the center of the park to get the experience for the next. We plan ahead for the future, right? What are your thoughts about Thailand? If we do face them in the semi-finals.
I'm not a football expert, so Sal.
I'll pass it to Sal first.
If you face Thailand, I mean, as you know, they usually play two teams, one in a major tournament in Asia, and another one is AFF Cup.
Yeah.
You can see that, with the AFF Cup team, they can still beat the likes of, I mean, they drove Indonesia, which is quite funny.
Ironic.
Stepping in form. Other than that, they still meet like Philippines, all this, which is no problem. I mean, their talent is quite deep. They have a lot of people in the national pool. They can even nationalize players. They even took one of our boys. So I mean, for us to face them, if we face them in semi-final, I mean, do we still want to play defensively? I'm not so sure, but we have beaten them before in the semi-finals in 2012, the last one, and also way back in 2008, I think. Yeah, that we won. Is it 2008? Yeah, we won them. So I mean, if we have the balls to do that again, why not? But as I said, no, just take one step at a time. We just take a look at the game first. Then when if we come into semi-final, then playing Thailand, I mean, if we go to the national stadium, I mean, it's good because we can get more fans. One thing that I don't like about national stadium is when we cheer, it's like faded.
Yeah,
so
to digress a bit, right? Because I've got quite extensive knowledge about like the stadium and whatnot, because I go to quite a few concerts and whatnot. The stadium is the most terrible place to watch a concert because the dynamics, the acoustics are all over the place.
Yeah, that's why.
Yeah, it's terrible. And it's quite an injustice if you bring a big band over. Only very few bands can really satisfy the infrastructure and the sound system.
Actually, to tell you the truth, right, the stadium is built wrong. They open up one side. Once they open up one side, you see that all the sound will come out from there.
Yeah.
So they were. I don't know why they were thinking of doing.
I think it's the problem. It was the problem is that because they did the open air roof, I think that's how it screwed up all the dynamics of like how the sound and then how it travels up. It doesn't bounce off anywhere. So it really like, when the Singer Brigade, when you guys were chanting in the last year when I was sitting. Okay, so Singer Brigade, you guys are at that section. I don't know which. Yeah. That section,
131. Yeah.
I was sitting at like this end, like the other side, right? So I can barely hear you all. Right? But then when I watch the vlogs, I like other people's vlogs, and I was like, hey, you guys are actually super loud, sir. So it's like it's lost in translation in a bigger stadium. But you see, like Jalan Besar, you saw the vlogs. We had this chat in the Telegram, our community, where you can see how Singer Brigade was bouncing off each other, and then grandstand as well. Big up the grandstand for sharing and then taking the beautiful footage of Singer Brigade singing, and then it bounced off to the grandstand, and it kept bouncing. That's the beautiful effect of Jalan Besar, because tighter venue, closer to the pitch. That's kind of magic that it provides.
Football stadium.
Yeah, that's what it provides. And then Ken said that FA said we're going to the national stadium for yes, it's confirmed. It's definitely confirmed. We it's just because they are not allowed to use multiple stadiums during the group stages. So that's why when national stadium was out, it had to be Jalan Besar. But that I think that was a blessing in disguise because we had a better atmosphere, in my opinion. If we went to national stadium, I feel that it would have been like, yeah, it's comfortable. We'll see a lot of empty seats, so you can like chill. Like, if you can have you can have our distancings and whatnot. But then
I always say quality over quantity. Really, Jalan Besar is the classic example.
Yeah.
Yes.
For sure. So exactly. So like what Murph just hit it right on the point. And so let me ask you a hypothetical question. If we do qualify, first leg, I don't know whether we play home first leg or second leg. In the semi-finals.
Usually the second team will play home first.
So that means we'll play home first, lah.
Yeah.
Okay. So if that's the case, so to address some questions, yes, we will be playing in the national stadium. Oh wait, the AFF finals. Who's hosting these finals?
Home and away.
Malay?
Home and away. I believe.
Home and away.
Yeah.
Home and away. All right.
Yeah.
So
basically,
just-
Singa Brigade
yeah,
will
go ahead.
do a lot of background work, right? The liaising with a much more friendly FAS now. I really want to give a shout out to Yazin Buhari. He's the FAS Secretary General. He understands what it means for to have a fan-friendly culture within the national team games. So and that really opens up a lot of doors for Singa Brigade to do what we do. I remember last time there's a lot of obstacles. They were still fan-friendly, but now it's so good. So
Good.
I mean, FAS is also fighting against restrictive police requirements. Even getting a drums in they did a lot of massive work.
It's not as easy as just like, oh yeah, hey, you want to bring a drum, like, go ahead. It's not. It's because it had a lot of chain of command to you get this to this to this to that. Like, oh yeah, finally you can bring just this one.
Yeah, but we also have to do our work. The top boys, I want to give a shout out to the Singa Brigade top boys. Technically, I'm one of them, but I would say that because I'm the older one, I do less work. The younger ones, they did a lot of work. Faris, our commander, Side Faris he's working tirelessly, man. And Alvin, these two boys, my respect to them. We will do our part. The question now is, away second leg, how many will travel?
Yeah. So that was actually two part of my questions. Okay, then I'll pass it time to you all. Okay, so this two-part question is, if we do qualify, first question is, what do you think is going to be expected number at the national stadium for the first leg? All right, assuming we finish second and we face Thailand. All right, that's my first question. Secondly, for the second leg, when we go up to Thailand, what do you think is going to be do you think, also that this is actually the second question is not really too relevant because if we get hammered by Thailand in the national stadium, I think that will affect the numbers going up also.
The more I'll go. I don't know about numbers, but the more quality over quantity, the more I'll go.
Okay, fair. Okay, so let me ask you all the first question, right? Expected numbers, what do you think you guys are expecting? So personally, Singapore, Thailand, I think, is it fair to say about 35? Is that fair to say that?
No. I tell you, if Singapore go into semi-final, all the glory hunters will come. So 55,000. Seriously.
You think so?
Yeah.
Really?
Wow.
Really.
I hope you're right. I hope you're right.
Because,
but I'm a bit skeptical.
the last Suzuki Cup, we were still under COVID. So that's why they
and it was
limited to 10,000
right?
only.
Yep.
Yeah. But if Singapore qualify for Suzuki Cup, remember when 2012, a lot of fans didn't get the tickets. Because they cowpay a lot because they play at Jalan Besar that time. I will tell you, if Singapore going in semi-finals, first leg in Singapore, 55,000 will come.
Actually, I think 2012 or semi-finals what happened, or finals also. I think if I recall correctly, semi-finals they were like, not semi-finals only and then the tickets were snapped up. So I remember we queue overnight for those tickets.
Yeah.
And then when they were snapped up, people complain, what now? Why didn't you have? Singaporeans are a weird bunch.
No, it's
agree.
When it's readily available, nobody wants it. When it's like in demand, it's like, hey, why you all never say earlier? I buy earlier. Why not enough tickets? Blah, 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 Aiman, your thoughts? What are your expected turnout for the national stadium if we do qualify?
Okay, at first I was gonna go for reality check where we are gonna expect at least a range between 20 to 35,000. But then after saying about the Glory Hunters, I think high chance of sold out crowd. I want to see that. I want to see that, man. I want to see that. I want to be part of that. I will be part of that too.
If it's sold out, because you see, you have to also assume that Thailand is also going to bring their contingent also quite strong, right? So it's not full 55,000 Singaporeans. It's also going to be like 5,000 maybe of Thailand or
And they're
3 to
going to
5
be
maybe.
all the Singaporeans to combine except Singa Brigade.
Fair. So you see, fair. So there's also one thing that we did not really include into that point. But I think what we are trying to get to is that, to me personally, if Cell is right and we can get full, like the Glory Hunters come, full spec'd out stadium, right? I think it's good for us. I think this builds momentum to possibly the Premier League in the Singapore Premier League in the future, because I tell you the fanfare is going to be good. I got to give credit where credit is due, right? I've been a bit critical on stadiums we've not been doing, fanfare is not so good and all. But I tell you, when the crowd, like what Ian is saying, what you guys are echoing, or what we are all echoing, right? If the fanfare is in there in numbers, I tell you, it's going to be contagious as hell, man. It's really going to be contagious. So hopefully the Glory Hunters or the casuals will stay on for the coming Singapore Premier League. Maybe then you can tell bigger numbers. Yeah, the casuals.
Okay. So here you always want, Brandon, you always wanted a contrary opinion. So I will give my
please go ahead.
If it's 25 to 35,000 is good enough for me. 55,000 is a bonus. But if let's say the whole stadium is filled with majority of Singaporeans who fuck our players when things are not going right, then I'll say the 55,000 goes against us.
Yeah,
I say quality support over quantity anytime. I'd rather have a 25,000. Hey, we're down. Don't worry, we'll get there. Come on, Lions. Rather than 55,000. Fuck off, lah. All cannot play. Sorry, say this. All right.
Sure.
I spent last 12, like South say 13 years, trying to build that culture of getting behind our boys when the chip is down. I'm jaded, Brandon. It's hard. If I'm pleasantly surprised. Really, this portends a new future. Wow, the new breed of friends really, I'll be happy. But as I said, right, this last few years has really been jaded.
Fair. I mean, you're absolutely right? Like as an optimistic point of view, it's like, more fans maybe equals better turnout for future games and better fanfare and whatnot. But it also can go the other way around, right? Because our fans, our society also sometimes it amazes us. I won't go into detail, but sometimes it won't work to our favor, right? And like what you say, sometimes it will backfire. And backfire can be real because negativity can be also very potent, right? As much as we want positivity to be in our community and in our games and whatnot, but when the negativity seeps in, it seeps in pretty hard as well, because your keyboard warriors, your society, Singapore culture is going to bash the lines, and that's why we are blah blah blah. So it's sad to see, it's really really sad to see.
I'd like to bring up a point, right? Right now, right? Do I prefer National Stadium or Jalan Besar? Jalan Besar, without a doubt. You saw the effect. However, I hear rumors, not confirmed, that there is one location in Singapore, centralized, that they're going to revamp a stadium to build a medium size, probably 15,000, 20,000. That's the rumors I hear, I read among our internal chatter, with the Who's, I believe, right? Or is it Singa Brigade? Can't remember, that they're gonna try to revamp one of the stadiums. So if that stadium is built nicely, 15,000 seats close, there's no running track, seats close to that will be our next quadrant, but still not national stadium.
I think also the national stadium is to me, okay, so this is kind of wrapping up. Please feel free if you want to still talk about more, but it's tail end to the stream already lah. But I just wanted to say that sometimes also 55,000, do we always expect it to be full and whatnot? It's not realistic, in my opinion. Like, I think you're right. 15,000, 20,000 people stadium is just nice. I think in terms of the support that we have, and if it's true, right, it's a good building upon stage, because maybe in the future the national stadium can be like the main event kind of thing, and then if the fanfare is good, then more people will turn up. But then if not, 15,000, 20,000 people is actually just nice, in my opinion, for a Singapore crowd to really get around, get behind the teams and football in general, right? So that's good.
It's a rumor at this stage. I hope the rumor comes to pass.
Where do you think the place is? Did they say anything?
I just say I think it's going to be Toa Payoh Stadium. They're going to revamp.
Oh yeah, correct, yes. They're going
Will
to
no longer be the library.
Hopefully they feel really the current going there is a nightmare for fans. Man. Can't see much.
Yeah.
With Chan also the
Doesn't mean
voice
crap.
Yeah, there's
Good lah
nothing
that
much
they
that
move to Bishan,
the
actually.
teams. Yeah, there's nothing much the teams. There's nothing much Singapore Premier League FAS can do much. You know, when they show the live stream, so it looks terrible. You know, like the camera angles and all. But it's just what it is, right? It is what it is. It's just working around with what they have at the stadium, which is nothing much.
But nothing confirmed. Don't quote me.
Of course,
I
of
just-
course, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hypothetical. This, let's just say this. You know, we're talking about Thailand national stadium. This is all hypothetical, right? So it's we are just looking into the future
Oh,
of
there's a
what
coming
potentially
Congo
could
hub.
be. Yeah. What
Right,
potentially could be.
Congo Hub is coming. I don't know how many seater stadium. I don't even know whether the rumors is true that Hougang eventually has to move there so they can revamp Hougang Stadium or even shut down Hougang Stadium. I don't know.
Actually, we might be moving to JBS next season.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll see,
So we
we'll see.
move to JBS next season. Then 2025 we will go to
Congo
Punggol.
Hub. We'll see.
Yeah.
But if let's say this coming season we move to JBS, I'd rather stay at Hougang yet if they're not going to start the revamp. If they start revamp, fair enough.
Yeah, I'm not so sure, but I heard that we might be playing at JBS next
A lot of
season.
mics at this stage.
Yeah, a lot of mics. Yeah.
No announcement, no
Man.
party.
Exactly.
I wanna-
No party. Like what earlier on said, right? Napa. no,
Fun fact, I
nothing,
actually wanted to go to Hougang Stadium that badly this season, but I can't. It sucks, man.
Wait,
Because
if-
because
Can't go that sucks.
no, because the atmosphere, right? Like when I've seen my colleagues videoing the stuff, right, and even hearing you guys, right, it was fantastic. I want to be there to experience as an away side or as a neutral side, but I didn't get the opportunity, so damn.
Oh,
So hopefully I'll get the chance.
I mean, in regards to the atmosphere and all, the Wolves will always, wherever Hougang plays, they'll be there, right? So I guess, the atmosphere will carry along with the team. It's not only just the stadium. I mean, yes, the stadium does play a big part. I mean, a small part in like how the vibes are and whatnot, but the Wolves will be there. Maybe in numbers will grow, like what Murph said, quantity over quality. Once maybe more quality support shows, right?
Quality over quantity.
Yeah,
Actually,
quality over-
to tell you the truth, Hougang Stadium, I mean, for Hougang Stadium, why the atmosphere, sounds better than most of the stadiums is because they are more, like Hougang residents, they really care about Hougang United. Most of them come down, and when they come down and cheer, when they come down and watch, right, they cheer along with us actually. Yeah, to tell you the truth. So that's the magic thing about Hougang Stadium. It's not like like we suddenly sound louder in Hougang Stadium.
Hougang semangat.
It's just a spirit. It's just the spirit of Hougang. It's that way.
Here's a fun fact. I live in Clementi in Hollandville in the west side for all 45 years of my life. And then finally I moved to Hougang only last year, June.
Damn.
Yeah. So you see,
Dream come true, yeah.
Yeah, I'm still stuck in the west, man.
Hougang Road.
It's, this was the whole. Also, okay, maybe this is the last topic before we end the stream, right? Do you guys feel like you said I was talking to Kimi, right? And then we talk about like how Tanjung Pagar is going through this like turmoil here and there, sad to see, right? But he was very vocal about the issue of like losing Queensway Stadium, right? Because it's where like the Queenstown, sorry. Queenstown Stadium, right? So then the people, it's like the kind of, you relate the club to the stadium, and then you build the atmosphere, you build a fanfare. And then unfortunately, due to the club's turmoil, right? They lost the stadium, they are defunct, they come back, and then it's basically the momentum is gone, right? So my question is, do you guys think that in Singapore, especially we're such a small country, right? Like there's not much allegiance to like your club compared to like in terms of where you stay or like
Actually, okay, let me answer this first. Okay.
Yeah.
Actually, tell you the truth, right? If we have if we are like Premier League, we have 20 teams, one team in Woodlands, one team in Yishun, one team in Toa Payoh, one team in Pasir Ris, all these
all the neighborhoods lah.
It will work, seriously.
Okay.
Because Singaporeans, right, feel a sense of belonging to a team. You see, the best example is Hougang. When we first started out with Hougang United, right? I mean, for Sengkang Punggol, not many people watch because it's a Sengkang team playing Hougang. But when it changed to Hougang United, people start coming in. We have
There you go.
residents coming in and supporting the team. One thing is they keep saying like we want to strategize by playing because they are following the Hong Kong way. Hong Kong way, like one stadium have 6 teams playing there. They want to consolidate all their resources, but actually that doesn't work.
Yeah,
And the problem right now is right. Yeah, and the problem right now is right. There are a lot of stadiums, right? We have a lot of good stadiums, but there's no teams playing there. Like Choa Chu Kang, no teams playing there. Jurong West, so big, no teams playing there. If we have a Jurong West-based team, right, I think my neighbors will be happy to watch, the team supporting there. So that's the reason why I say, right, there's too little teams in the SPL. And when people say they want to support a team, right, the easiest way, right, is to grab the residents to come to support their team and feel a sense of belonging. That was what was working during the S League time in 1996. Because Woodland Wellington have their Woodland supporters and 5,000, 6,000 people going to watch Small Rangers, people in Yishun coming down. So that was the initial success of the S League. The problem is, right, after 1996, what did they do? It's stagnated. So the problem is with the people who were running the show back then. What were they doing? Were they expecting to what the club to do what the work they do? Yeah, that's why. So it was like that all the way until 2018. 2018, when there are people like suddenly say, let's reset. Let's reset S League and restart SPL and we start from the bottom. I mean, that's the way. That's the only way. To get more people to come to watch SPL, right? You have to get the people who are staying around there. That's how the UK and the European football works. It's all the people around them.
However, I'll share my contrary story. But I think I'm a minority. I agree with some majority of people just want to find a team they belong. Like it's like how Singaporeans fall in love with their Liverpool, their Spurs, their Arsenal, their Manchester United, their Chelsea's, etc., etc., etc. How do you fall in love with it? No allegiance, they don't fall in love there. So it's the same thing with me in Hougang. I stay in the West, it was ID Iskandar who invited me to Manchester United. He was at first player coach, then he became a coach. Now, remember ID Iskandar, he was the our national captain, defender. 1994 Malaysia Cup final, he was subbed in as a 17-year-old, 18-year-old. Or was it 19-year-old? But a young chap. Then from there, he built his career until he became a captain. So that's ID Iskandar. So he became a friend of us, Sal and I, because he visited us at the Manchester United cafe that time at Boat Quay. His wife ran the cafe, if you remember, Sal. Right?
Yeah.
So ID Iskandar invited us to go and watch his team. So we were chanting this cafe already. So we decided to bring this chance to the stadium. It made a difference. Sal was saying, remember, the Sengkang Punggol team then was rock bottom, 4 points behind Woodlands, all the way at the bottom. 13 games winless streak. We chanted at that game. And somehow the players woke up. It was against Beijing Guoan, 24th July 2010. So Beijing Guoan had a penalty. Wow, everyone was cursing. What the hell? I mean, it wasn't a penalty, I think. Or maybe
I don't know. I didn't watch the game.
So after that, right? Fadil Salim must save the penalty 0-0. Right? Wow, I tell you, that was the turning point. Nobody chanted. When there's goals, right? Very silent. And then the PA will play. In UK stadium where got hear music play on.
It's not.
You always hear. So after end of the match, right? 89th or
90 minutes.
90th minute, first minute. Muhammad Diallo. He scored the header. Diallo scored the header from the corner from Duncan to win the game. That was the first win in 14 matches. So I tell you, after that, the next match, right? Remember against Balestier, that one you went, Sal. I remember. Yeah, that one. Within the first 10 minutes, we got one man sent off. Remember against Balestier. What? I tell you, our referees hated Hougang there. I don't know why. Sengkang Punggol. But we continued chanting. We won 1-0 with 10 men. So 2 games in a row they won. That convinced me out of the power of fans, actually. And since that is my life goal to really push for terrace culture. It was those 2 games. Yeah. So I'm different. I fell in love because when I did that, it's not like I have an allegiance to Sengkang Punggol. But when I did, I just fell in love because the words I muttered, right? There were only 5 of us. Then all 4 of the others gone already. Okay. We all chanted, and then it made a difference to the players, and the club turned around. So that was my love story with Hougang, with Sengkang Punggol and Little Hougang. So Sal has a different story. So does Aiman.
Yeah, well, mine mine is based on like I was part of a football interest group, and we were invited by the Home United coaches to join a football clinic. And through that session, I get to learn from the coaches, especially Syed Azmi. I remember being trained under him, and it was fantastic. And immediately after that clinic, we got the game, and during that time, obviously there were 2 least fans, so I think that's why they tried to invite the kids to come down and watch. And that was the first game that I got into Home United, which we lost to Geylang International 1-0. But that was like the beginning of how they managed to get me in. And when it comes to the second game, which is against Harimau Muda, it was 4-0. That was when I completely got into Home United, and like, I stick with them ever since. So that's how I got into local football.
Wow, what a story, man. Yeah, really, really what a journey. Yeah. Wait, I'm so sorry.
Yeah, no worries.
Okay, yeah, I'm back. The fan. Okay, so yeah, you know what? That's been perfect story. But I think all of you have made very good points. I think this is why the beauty of like the debates, right? I mean, not debates, the discussions, right? Like Sel said that. I agree, Sel. You want to invite more casuals. I think a sense of belonging is very important, right? So you, like what I say, you got a Jurong West team. I tell you, you're right. The amount of people there, and I'm sure there's a lot of diehard football fans on there that I have not really felt that they want to invest their time. But suddenly, if there's a Jurong West team, I'm sure they will come down and watch and at least give it a try. That's the most important thing. Whether they like it or not, that's up to the team. That's up to the club.
I think when Tampines were playing there, I mean, my neighbors came down.
A shot.
Yeah.
How was it?
My neighbors came down. It was full actually when Tampines played there.
So you see,
interesting.
Even more abusable. But like what Murph said, is also a really good point, right? Because hey, I like Arsenal. How the hell am I related to any point of Arsenal, right? Arsenal has got no relation to me, right? It's just how I built the love for the club, and then over the years. So you see that there are very distinct differences, but you see it's all attracting different fans from different parts of life. Right, so that's how we put it. And Aiman as well. See, Aiman was there at the game, and he played football, and then that's how he grew his love for the Sailors as well. So and Home United, before he came to the Sailors. So all very different stories. But you see, that's how we can hopefully a story for you to support your team will eventually come to pass, and maybe have your own distinct journey. Right. So with that being said,
thank you so much, Brandon. Aiman. Pleasure, man.
I gotta say, if it wasn't for the goal difference, I think we wouldn't be as united as what we hoped we would be. So we gotta give big thanks. Yeah, we gotta give big thanks to Brandon for starting this movement too.
Small thing, really, really, really. No, I'm just, to be honest with you guys are like the forefront. I'm just there to put the missing pieces together, because you guys already have something going. If you guys have nothing going, right, there's really nothing for me to invite you all to talk about. If there's nothing going on here, we wouldn't average like 30 viewers. That's insane. If you're just 4 guys talking about football, it'll be just 4 of us just talking, and then nobody's watching, and it's like, okay, we move on, right?
Which will still be beautiful.
It'll still be beautiful. Don't get we'll have a great time talking about football and whatnot, but at least this goes to show there's traction. There's some interest in this, to grow together, right? Whether is it the Hulls, whether is it the crew, whether is it whatever club we know, Singapore in general, even world football as well. Just attracting a bit more community into it, right? So with that being said, again, this is not the last you're going to hear from us, right? This is a perfect, you guys are Aiman, Sel, Murph. You guys are great friends with the community. I will definitely the goal difference is going to definitely plan more of these shows in the future, for us to give our template to talk, and I really love the constructive chats that we have here. Whether we all, again, differing point of views, whether we are right or whether we are wrong, it doesn't matter to me, because at the end of the day, we need to hear the communication. Like what remember we said in the chat that day, I made quite a while back. Communication is actually very important in this this game that we love, and in especially local football in Singapore. So with that, I'm gonna play the outro. Any last words?
Yes,
Yeah,
I got one
please
last
go
word
ahead.
I want to say. Those who really want to, hey, I want to get together. I don't watch Malaysia, Singapore alone, but you're here in Singapore, right? Some of us are gathering at football cafe football tomorrow. Few
So
of
you
us,
see,
Tampines and Hougang fans. Okay, but very few of us. You can join. I'll see you there.
yeah, it'll be fantastic. Then you can touch base with, you see the whole point of this is building the platform, right? So you see the Hulls and that's like Hougang and Tampines fans will be there, and you can touch base. You want to get to know more, talk to Murph. You want to talk more to the Tampines fans. Go ahead and mingle around with them. And then there is an opportunity for you to open up yourself to the clubs as well, and to present yourself to the fan clubs, right? All right, so with that, Sal, any last words? Ayman, please go ahead. Sal, the Murph
No,
to
man.
Ayman. No?
Yep. So
Murph,
far, no.
anything else?
I'll keep my words to the next ones.
Awesome. Yeah. It's not like the last time you're going to be here, so it's going to be an interesting season coming up. I really love what's going to happen, and yeah, let's focus. Let's hope that the Lions can give us the result that we are looking for. At the end of the day, we all definitely want them to progress. But if they give it their all, we play with our hearts out. That's all we can ask for. Yeah, football and then the results. It sometimes doesn't go to our favor. Yeah. So with that, thanks guys. Thanks. A big appreciation to the chat. There's still 25 you all. Crazy, man. It's a work day tomorrow. It's a school day for many of you all as well. Really appreciate love from Sel, from Murph, from Ayman, from myself, the Golden, from Josh. We thank you for your time. And
Ayman,
I'm gonna play.
Rohit message you in the chat.
Yeah, so I replied already.
Okay. Hey, sorry to interrupt, Brandon.
No worries. Please. All right, so with that, I'm gonna play the outro. And yeah, thanks guys. Appreciate it. Have a good one. I'll see you guys, and I'll be in Malaysia tomorrow, so hopefully the vlog will go well. And if anything, please join the Telegram chat, like, comment, subscribe to the Goal Difference, and do check out Ayman's channel. It's just if you join the Telegram chat, the link is in the chat. Do check him out. Check out Murph and Sal as well. The part of the Hulls, Majula Singapore. The Hulls are a great bunch of friends and a great community. So with that, play the outro. Thank you guys. Cheers. Have a good night. Take care.